That's why I don't vote. Voted for Obama back in 2012. I remember that's when I had hope. He was saying, yes, we can. And everybody got less food stamps. And when I turned 21, I was still broke. I'd never vote again. I don't think I ever had a president make my life better. Did it all on my own. Ain't no politician ever do a nice gesture. I don't even know the mayor's name. I ain't never seen her one time ever. Tell me how she gonna help the city. What I'm supposed to do, write letters? What I'm supposed to do, blame Trump? He ain't never really gave a Ain't nobody raised minimum wage. None of these jobs pay enough. I think they just want to keep us broke, cause they ain't putting none in place for us. This how all my people feel, but we gotta learn. We complained enough, let me change it up. Everything I just said, everybody I know think the same way. See, they don't want to see us vote, and we never do, so we see the same thing. But all our votes really do count, and they'll never really let it show. So now I'm finna break it down, cause if I don't, you would probably never know. First thing first, you know back in middle school when they taught us, it was 3 branches of the government. We forgot it when we got older. It's the judicial, the legislative, and executive. But all we know is the executive. That's the mayor or the governor and the president. Now none of them 3 people make no laws, they just be checking them. The laws come to their desk and all they do is say no or yes to it. So when the news station tried to tell us that Barack Obama couldn't put us on, we was all salty at Obama when it was the Congress members all along. We gotta focus on the legislative branch, yeah, they the ones that make the laws. Yeah, they the ones write how much food stamp money you get on the card. But when people that wanted to help us wanted the job, I know they probably lost. Cause we ain't even know their name, we ain't know their face, we ain't know it all. So the Congress or the State House, that's legislative, they make laws. So what we want from the president is what they do, okay y'all? See, they election every 2 years, but we don't ever even go to those. The Congress, they can raise minimum wage, but we ain't even really know it though. So you know how back in 08, when we all voted for Obama, we was all supposed to go back in 2010 and vote for the Congress. Cause they the ones make child support laws, they the ones choose if your kids at school get to eat steak or corn dogs. The State House make the court costs. So if the country failed, then you can't say it's them, it's your fault. Cause y'all ain't know to vote for Congress members that was for y'all. And they don't gotta leave after 4 years, and we just let them sit. See, they don't wanna tell you this, they want you to focus on the president. Now the 3rd branch is the judicial, that's judges. They the reason why John Crawford and Trayvon ain't had justice. So when Meek Mill got locked up just for popping willies, we blame the judge and not the city when they let her get voted in, cause they ain't know who to vote against. Imagine life on the other side. Roads better, schools better, everybody get their license back, grocery store food better, custody of your kids back, homeless people get new shelters. If we gon' fix the U.S., we gotta start with them 2 letters, me and you. Somebody told us that the government wanna keep us broke, but the only reason why those people in the government is cause we ain't vote. And I ain't talking about the president, I'm talking about the ones we ain't know. See, they was gonna try to keep it low, but it's gonna hurt them when they see the pros.
Every time you stay home, someone is making a decision about you, making decisions about the air you breathe, the water you drink, the food your kids eat, and how much money you bring home every 2 weeks. So every time you sit out an election, every time you don't show up because you think it doesn't matter, someone else is happy that you didn't show up, so they can make that decision for you. Vote.
Enough electoral votes, more than 270, more than enough to become the 44th President of the United States. He will be the first African-American President of the United States.
I've been broke all my life, but I kept hope all them nights. You see business in my city? Yeah, they closed all them twice. I was just riding down Salem, all them damn potholes, I can't drive. I know y'all can fix it faster, but I know y'all won't try. Don't nobody care about us. And that's why I don't vote. Voted for Obama back in 2012. I remember that's when I had hope. He was saying, yes, we can. And everybody got less food stamps. And when I turned 21, I was still broke. I'd never vote again. I don't think I ever had a president make my life better. Did it all on my own. Ain't no politician ever do a nice gesture. I don't even know the mayor's name. I ain't never seen her one time ever. Tell me how she gonna help the city. What I'm supposed to do, write letters? What I'm supposed to do, blame Trump? He ain't never really gave a Ain't nobody raised minimum wage. None of these jobs pay enough. I think they just want to keep us broke, cause they ain't putting none in place for us. This how all my people feel, but we gotta learn. We complained enough, let me change it up. Everything I just said, everybody I know think the same way. See, they don't want to see us vote, and we never do, so we see the same thing. But all our votes really do count, and they'll never really let it show. So now I'm finna break it down, cause if I don't, you would probably never know. First thing first, you know back in middle school when they taught us, it was 3 branches branches of the government, we forgot it when we got older. It's the judicial, the legislative, and executive. But all we know is the executive. That's the mayor or the governor and the president. Now, none of them three people make no laws. They just be checking them. The laws come to their desk and all they do is say no or yes to it. So when the news station tried to tell us that Barack Obama couldn't put us on, we was all salty at Obama when it was the Congress members all along. We gotta focus on the legislative branch. Yeah, they the ones that make the laws. Yeah, they the ones write how much food stamp money you get on the card. But when people that wanted to help us wanted the job, I know they probably lost. Cause we ain't even know their name, we ain't know their face, we ain't know it all. So the Congress or the State House, that's legislative, they make laws. So what we want from the president is what they do. Okay, y'all? See, they election every 2 years, but we don't ever even go to those. The Congress, they can raise minimum wage, but we ain't even really know it though. So you know how back in 08, when we all voted for Obama, we was all supposed to go back in 2010 and vote for the Congress. Cause they the ones make child support laws. They the ones choose if your kids at school get to eat steak or corn dogs. The State House make the court calls. So if the country failed, then you can't say it's them, it's your fault. Cause y'all ain't know to vote for Congress members that was for y'all. And they don't gotta leave after 4 years, and we just let them sit. See, they don't wanna tell you this, they want you to focus on the president. Now the third branch is the judicial, that's judges. They the reason why John Crawford and Trayvon ain't had justice. So when Meek Mill got locked up just for popping willies, we blame the judge and not the city when they let her get voted in, cause they ain't know who to vote against. Imagine life on the other side. Roads better, schools better, everybody get their license back, grocery store food better, custody of your kids back, homeless people get new shelters. If we gon' fix the U.S., we gotta start with them 2 letters, me and you. Somebody told us that the government wanna keep us broke, but the only reason why those people in the government is cause we ain't vote. And I ain't talking about the president, I'm talking about the ones we ain't know. See, they was gonna try to keep it low, but it's gonna hurt them when they see the pros.
Every time you stay home, someone is making a decision about you, making decisions about the air you breathe, the water you drink, the food your kids eat, and how much money you bring home every 2 weeks. So every time you sit out an election, every time you don't show up because you think it doesn't matter, someone else is happy that you didn't show up, so they can make that decision for you. Vote.
Enough electoral votes, more than 270, more than enough to become the 44th President of the United States. He will be the first African-American President of the United States.
I've been broke all my life, but I kept hope all them nights. You see business in my city? Yeah, they closed all them twice. I was just riding down Salem, all them damn potholes, I can't drive. I know y'all can fix it faster, but I know y'all won't try. Don't nobody care about us. And that's why I don't vote. Voted for Obama back in 2012. I remember that's when I had hope. He was saying, yes, we can. And everybody got less food stamps. And when I turned 21, I was still broke. I'd never vote again. I don't think I ever had a president make my life better. Did it all on my own. Ain't no politician ever do a nice gesture. I don't even know the mayor's name. I ain't never seen her one time ever. Tell me how she gonna help the city. What I'm supposed to do, write letters? What I'm supposed to do, blame Trump? He ain't never really gave a Ain't nobody raised minimum wage. None of these jobs pay enough. I think they just want to keep us broke, cause they ain't putting nothing in place for us. This how all my people feel, but we gotta learn. We complained enough, let me change it up. Everything I just said, everybody I know think the same way. See, they don't want to see us vote, and we never do, so we see the same thing. But all our votes really do count, and they'll never really let it show. So now I'm finna break it down, cause if I don't, you would probably never know. First thing first, you know back in middle school when they taught us, it was 3 branches of the government. We forgot it when we got older. It's the judicial, the legislative, and executive. But all we know is the executive. That's the mayor or the governor and the president. Now none of them 3 people make no laws, they just be checking them. The laws come to their desk and all they do is say no or yes to it. So when the news station tried to tell us that Barack Obama couldn't put us on, we was all salty at Obama when it was the Congress members all along. We gotta focus on the legislative branch. Yeah, they the ones that make the laws. Yeah, they the ones write how much food stamp money you get on the card. But when people that wanted to help us wanted the job, I know they probably lost. Cause we ain't even know their name, we ain't know their face, we ain't know it all. So the Congress or the State House, that's legislative, they make laws. So what we want from the president is what they do. Okay, y'all? See, they election every 2 years, but we don't ever even go to those. The Congress, they can raise minimum.
This episode of the Cab Grand Rising Show is brought to you by Autochthonous Assembly, where the real work gets done. For the first-time visitors who may be wondering who Autochthonous Assembly is, Autochthonous Assembly, or A2 for short, is a gathering of minds that do the work. A2 is a non-profit organization dedicated to raising up Indigenous Americans' voices by using genealogy, also known as family history or family tree. Genealogy is the study of families and the tracing of their lineages in history. Genealogists use oral interviews, historical records, genetic analysis, and other records to obtain information about a family and to demonstrate kinship and pedigrees of its members. Autochthonous Assembly's core values are the foundation of its company, essential to its success, and serves as the lens through which it evaluates every business decision. The core values are integrity, know and do what is right, respect, treating others the way you want to be treated, responsibility, embrace opportunities to contribute, servant leadership, serve the common good. Along with a key emphasis on genealogy, A2 is also committed to providing our communities with information and access to available grants and funding through the Department of Housing and Urban Development, the United States Department of Agriculture, the Farm Service Agency, and other departments and agencies that offer programs to help them become self-sufficient. Building on a strong community reputation, Autochthonous Assembly continues to strengthen the growth of the relationship and development of our communities. Peace and Grand Rising.
Warning, warning, warning. Hard hats, pickaxe, shovels, boots required.
Nope.
Nope. And we are live. Grand rising, peace, peace, peace.
If I
Way
start,
back,
it's mine.
Gabrielle. You better run.
It's real. It's real.
Grand rising, no sellout, copy, NDO. How y'all doing this rising?
Grand Rising, peace. I'm going on mute.
Grand rising, everyone.
Grand rising,
He
y'all.
didn't say you.
Hope y'all enjoyed the Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Yes,
belated Mother's Day, Gabrielle. Since y'all didn't want to hit me up yesterday, say nothing to me. I'm saying it to you. Yeah, I was busy. What'd you do yesterday?
I cleaned and organized. And
Happy
ate.
birthday. It is my birthday.
That is
Did you eat
morning.
good?
I did. I cooked and I ate till my stomach hurt.
Hold up now. Well, I guess you don't want nobody else to cook something you want to eat. I got you. Make it right. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Hope you didn't hurt your stomach too bad.
Oh, I did.
Okay. Try to give you the benefit of the doubt. But you just said, nah, throw it out the window. I did. I lost.
Yeah, and it was Brussels sprouts.
Oh, wow. See? So you hurt your
Someone
stomach.
make me jump
by
out my
eating-
own window.
I know, right? You hurt your stomach by eating so many Brussels sprouts, but you know that's like a double stomach. That's what is it?
Well, not
Vegetable?
just that. I kept getting fussed at to make some peach cobbler, so I made peach cobbler too.
Oh wow! How you get
And
fussed at
then-
on Mother's Day? Who else in the house of Mama
You
that's
know what? You
that's
about to
able
make
to?
us kick you
Well,
off the line. Come
Well,
here.
yeah,
right?
who pulling trump cards and you making
Well,
peach
they
cobbler?
wanted to
without
watch me
offering
make
none.
it so that they can learn how to make it
That's a
future
setup,
Mother's
Gabrielle.
Days.
You were
And when they
set
were
up.
watching me, they were like, "Hold on, this is what all these seasonings for. This is what all these jars are for. Hold on, this is grinder
They
is
realize
for. Hold on, this is what the stone bowl is for. Wait a minute, this is what you do."
they should have just pulled the camera out because I don't know if they're gonna get those directions down. And that might be a setup for next year. So don't be surprised if they ask you to make a blueberry pie for Mother's Day. And then the next year, can we get a cherry pie? We
Oh no, because they were like, "Wait a minute, what kind of flour is that?"
Man. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the food you made for everybody and yourself. Hope everybody else's all the Mother's Day. It was a great Mother's Day yesterday.
It went by smooth. I did something that I haven't did in a long time yesterday.
You talking about sleep?
Yep.
Which you don't like rest? It be like
He
that.
was resting for the weeks to come.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what you gonna do today? No, for you to go in there and go to sleep. What you mean? It's your day. No. Go to sleep.
This is a part of it. It's your gift. Go to sleep. You wake up tomorrow.
It's kind of funny. Is how do people out there in the world know when you wake up? I wake up, get on call with Coffee Indio and Gabrielle, and it's like the universe know I was up. Everybody started calling at the same time.
Oh, you up? Are you up?
Every time a phone rings, Bones gets some sleep.
No, he doesn't. It's just the opposite. Oh man.
Yeah, but on a little sadder note, we had our first actual COVID case of an elderly here, Mr. Charlie, who passed away the other morning from COVID. So,
Oh, wow.
thoughts and wishes to the family, and basically we let them know anything that we can do here at A2, just call us, let us know. So, for a lot of people who thinking it's not real, there are families out there that have been touched by this situation. So we shouldn't just brush it over so easily and make jokes and make a mockery of it, because there are a lot of people that's dealing with hardships during, a lot of losses during this time. So again, our thoughts and wishes are out to the family.
Yeah.
Pulling this link up. Any more interesting things this weekend while I was pulling up this link? Because thanks to Saturday and Sunday, it's like I missed everything.
Yeah,
I'm definitely missing.
yeah, I saw that where Little Richard had passed away. I think his was due to bone cancer, if I'm not mistaken. But I was looking at some clips of him, the interviews and stuff, and he was talking about how I saw like 2 or 3 clips of him calling himself an Indian, and I thought it was interesting that far back. You know, I think on Dick Cavett show he was talking about that in like 1970, and everybody was. And when you look at like the coverage of it, or like when people talk about it, they always talk about how like his mother was, you know, was supposedly like part Indian or something like that. Like it's always a rationalization of, well, his mother may have been, you know, part Native American, but because of how he looked, he was seen as still an African American, this and that and the other. But it's like they don't believe you when you say, well, look, I'm Indian. You know,
yeah, they got to give you a part of it, or some. They try to break down your genealogy real quick. It's like, all right, let me look at you real quick.
Yeah, they take the Indian.
Now this what you is, boy.
Right. So I was a bit amused at that, and also about how, because a lot of people look at like the bombastic part of Little Richard, but you got a man that was able to be honest about stuff and dare you to prove him wrong, you know. So I thought that was really interesting. I got a chance to rediscover this man as a figure and as an entertainer.
That's what's up. Does anybody ever get those text messages from your local representatives?
Yep.
Or the point person or the local representative. So I messed with somebody yesterday, when they asked, or when they told me that they were an advocate or a volunteer with Black Voters Matter. And then I asked them, is there an American Indian Voters Matter point person that can text me? And they said, well, we're dedicated to advocating for the Black community, but we're happy to talk to all people in our community. Okay. All right. But just know who you're talking to when you text them. That's all I want to say. You thought I was Black. It's messed up. You don't even know me. And the volunteer with the Black Voters Matter, I don't believe it.
I got the link in the chats.
Gabrielle, you still need me to read?
2 minutes, Turkish.
2 minutes. What is this ball with flowers? Well, it's a coronavirus. Supposedly, apparently. I don't have a microscope. Coronavirus Food Assistance Program. Mic check.
1 2 1 2.
CFAP. Oh man.
Also, more information and programs that can be used right now.
Poke you in the eye.
Right now.
Boom, 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 boom.
This link right here.
Yo, it's Monday and you went to jail. Cussing this up. Coronavirus Food Assistance Program. Everybody got the link? CFAP.
I'm pulling it up right now.
No, you ain't. USDA announces Coronavirus Food Assistance Program. Further details regarding eligibility rates and other implementation will be released at a later date. We are doing the frequently asked questions. Peace to the chats. Grand Rising, everybody. We'll start off access to food, and Gabrielle's gonna come in Bogart. Humphrey.
question.
What do you say?
Will there be food shortages? I mean, how old is this? It's a good question. You been to the store? There are no nationwide shortages of food, although in some cases the inventory of certain foods at your grocery store might be temporarily low before stores can restock. Food production and manufacturing are widely dispersed throughout the U.S., and there are currently no widespread disruptions reported in the supply chain. USDA and the Food and Drug Administration are closely monitoring the food supply chain for any shortages and in collaboration with industry and our federal and state partners. We are in regular contact with food manufacturers and grocery stores. That's a good question.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna add a little asterisk with that.
You got it.
Keep in mind that says that there's not currently one, and I don't want to fear monger or anything like that. But in the event that there is, you're probably going to see not only revisions to that, but you're probably going to see other messages. We were talking about text messages from our congressmen and stuff. You're probably going to see messages from other officials as well. They will probably come in after that food shortage has been realized. So once you realize that there's you'll probably see news articles saying that there's a nationwide shortage of whatever, before you start hearing from elected officials about it. They're kind of doing that in a reactive phase. So, so like I said, this is subject to adjustment if something like that happens. I'm not saying that there is or will be, but if there was a detrimental hit to the supply chain, that would be adjusted.
So there would be an adjustment. There would be an announcement at the very least, an adjustment to what is being read right now.
Normally, once they make the adjustment and the announcement, it's kind of too late for half the population.
Oh, correct.
Correct. You'll already see it. You'll already see it happening by the time I tell you it's happening.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some people are being affected right now, so.
And that's why it's a benefit to get ahead of it, and start
doing it for yourself.
Do what you can do now. Yeah. Correct. Yes.
And I'll point out as well while I can, just real quick. Waltney and Smithfield, if I remember correctly, were having some trouble because there were people that were working in the factories that were getting sick and coming down with this thing. So that is going to cause a disruption because a lot of those people are going on furlough, and a lot of them are having to quarantine, so they're unable to work. So some of these factories are in danger of shutting down completely. It's not that they have, but they're in danger of it. And if that happens, it's weeks off at this point, but you're probably going to start to see a disruption if that does happen. Meat packing is usually the first part of the supply chain. Well, it's the shortest part of it because most of that meat's never frozen. So it has to, after it's been butchered and processed, that meat has to go to the market as quickly as possible. Even more quickly than produce in some cases. The produce will probably be the last, unless there's like a severely catastrophic destruction of crops here in the United States, which I don't necessarily see happening. But produce will probably be the last thing that we run dry on.
Yeah, that's correct. The stuff growing now that they can put on the shelves.
Right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack. I just wanted
that was necessary. Yeah, that was necessary.
That was valid.
Definitely necessary. I couldn't even put no words together. Man, That was the first question, y'all. The frequently asked questions. So we're under access to food. Second question. What is USDA doing to ensure access to food?
Want me to read the answer?
Nope. Yes.
USDA is monitoring the situation closely in collaboration with our federal and state partners. FNS is ready to assist in the government-wide effort to ensure all Americans have access to food in times of need. In the event of an emergency or disaster situation, food and nutrition services programs are just one part of a much larger government-wide coordinated response. All of our programs, including SNAP, WIC, and the National School Lunch and Breakfast programs, have flexibilities and contingencies built in to allow us to respond to an on-the-ground realities and take action as directed by Congress. Learn more about available FNS flexibilities to help ensure food access during the pandemic response. Please visit www.fns.usda.gov/disaster/pandemic. Question. Is USDA issuing guidance on how farmer markets should operate, or if they are considered essential in places where shelter in place orders are in effect? Oh, USDA has not issued any guidance regarding farmers markets. Such decisions are made by localities based on the latest information from the CDC and local and state health agencies. That's interesting. Will USDA food purchases continue? The AMS Commodity Procurement Program, CPP, will remain fully operational and plans to continue to work with federal, state, and local partners to purchase and distribute food to participants in domestic and international nutrition assistance programs. However, many schools and other institutions are closed across the country, and there may be other distributions at warehouses, ports, and distribution centers. This may result in requests to delay or divert deliveries or provide other flexibilities. We ask that vendors extend as much flexibility as possible and be assured that CPP contracting offers will utilize all available contractual flexibilities and contingencies to continue to serve program recipients effectively during this time. To avoid delivery issues and challenges, all contracted vendors should: 1, make and confirm delivery appointments prior to shipping, and communicate with CPP contract specialists or contracting officers for any deviation to contractual requirements. Will COVID-19 affect availability or prices of food products in the U.S.? USDA expects the U.S. food market to remain well supplied and food prices to remain stable or even decline in the near future. See blog by Chief Economics Rob Johannesson.
Rob Johannesson, Chief Economist.
Agriculture research. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I can read the agricultural research ones. You just go back and forth.
Okay.
Agricultural research. What is it? Is ARS still available or still able to conduct research? Oh, yeah, I got to read the answer too. Answer. The Agricultural Research Service, ARS, continues its mission critical work without interruption. We are continuing to support our stakeholders, including action and regulatory agencies. We will begin planning for new research on the impact of COVID-19 on food safety and animals. What is ARS defining as mission critical work? In accordance with Department of Homeland Security, Cybersecurity, and Infrastructure Security Agency memorandum, identification of essential critical infrastructure workers during COVID-19 response, work where failure to provide the services by essential employees could jeopardize United States agriculture, food safety, and food production and supply, and adversely affect the health, welfare, and safety of the public. This includes animal welfare and research that cannot be postponed and consists of collecting, harvesting, preserving, protecting, and analyzing irreplaceable, time-sensitive research that is cost prohibitive to replace, e.g., property, physical and intellectual data, crops, animals, cultures, samples, and germplasm. Yeah, they're not going to stop us, essential. How are ARS's international research, right? How are ARS's international research efforts being affected by COVID? ARS's overseas locations are following the same or similar guidance as US-based labs. Regarding international travel, US embassies are only approving mission-critical travel with considerations for in-country threat levels. Travel of international visitors coming to work in ARS labs is postponed until further notice. ARS maintains its ability to communicate with international colleagues via email, telephone, and video conferencing and other virtual platforms.
You know, it's been said before, but you reading that question and answer, and going through this, the way we operate in business and the way we're used to interacting and whatnot, this is just evident how this is going to be the norm.
It's like protection almost too. It's like they have to protect you.
Yeah. So
they got it all, I mean, they got it all covered. They probably had it all covered.
Right.
I would assume. I mean, we were talking about the schools being ready and a few other things being ready. I know Copper spoke on it a few times about things, a few hundred pages being ready. But yeah, I mean, they're ready.
But doesn't this, and if I'm wrong for asking, but doesn't this tie public schools and businesses and whatnot directly to homes? Because if the norm becomes where the children are schooled via video conferencing or whatnot, but in the home, your business is established, but it's, telephone, it's like I'm seeing it as a network where it all connects. You've got your home, and then you've got the school that connects to your home, the businesses that connect to your home, even down to where they have it to where you can use an app to purchase groceries and they're delivered contact free to your front door, where your home basically becomes a hub for all of that. No? Too much? Too far?
No, I see what you're saying. like, first of all, you already put the mustard on the sandwich. I don't know if you can what, you're going to use a napkin to wipe it off? That's just weird.
My bad. Where's the paper towels? I need some wood. Too much mustard, I need some wood and water. Gotta make paper. Okay, it was funny to me. Okay, my bad.
No, yeah.
I'll be quiet.
Oh, is it my turn?
Carry on, good sir.
Teriyaki. That's the sound like you say carry. Peace to the chats. Is everybody with us? We all right? Okay, we live. Is ARS still offering Climate Hub and other environmental support for farmers? Climate Hub, you got to know about that if you know about it. Yes, each of the USDA regional climate hubs is co-located with either an ARS research facility or a U.S. Forest Service facility. Climate Hub staff will observe all local guidance related to their host facility regarding telework and access to their offices. Climate Hub directors and staff are telework ready and will will continue to conduct normal business. However, most meetings are being rescheduled or moved to a virtual meeting space during this time. Information on specific events can be viewed online at hotlink climatehubs.usda.gov/calendar. Email addresses for Climate Hub's regional directors can be found online at hotlink climatehubs.usda.gov/index, and some other stuff. If NAL is closed, y'all hear these jobs that don't nobody know about? I was in school. I don't remember nobody saying nothing about no climate hub and climate hub directors. Where them opportunities at? My bad. I went off on a tangerine like Gabrielle.
It happens.
My bad. Had to knock at the door. I'm back. If NAL is closed, how will I get access to their resources? While the library's on-site research and physical meeting spaces are closed, the majority of NAL's products and services are available online. NAL staff continue to respond to telephone calls, emails, and other forms of requests, and are delivering content through a number of different web platforms accessible through the NAL website at nal.usda.gov. And last question under agricultural research. When will the National Arboretum, and there's that word again, reopen? The decision to close the U.S. National Arboretum, yes, was made to mitigate the spread of the coronavirus, COVID-19, and contribute to public safety. Operational updates will be made in accordance with the USDA and federal safety guidelines. Employees conducting mission-critical work will continue to have access to the facility. Updates on the Arboretum can be found online at usna.usda.gov. Gabrielle.
My bad. I clicked on the wrong link. I was about to start reading about funding.
See.
Gotta keep the windows closed. All right.
No, you keep that one open though.
I'm gonna keep open.
I'm gonna just tuck mine in. You said Debo is coming?
Oh, remind me, double cousin. Got an idea. Want to throw it at you, trying to simplify things. You know.
Oh yeah, remind me. I got an idea because I ain't talked to y'all yesterday.
Okay. Animal and plant health.
Don't be writing me off like that. I'm angry. I'm upset. Yeah, I ain't talking to you yesterday.
I just had an idea. You know what? I'm gonna just say this. Shout out to you, Bones. Shout out to A2, these hot links.
Oh, I thought y'all about to go in. I thought you like, I got an idea that I want to share. If you don't like it,
no, right?
Don't care.
I don't care.
I'm just trying to finish this business plan. All these hot links got me realizing, all right, can implement this. You know what? Simplify some things. I've learned how to keep it simple.
It's A2.
Slow it down. Keep it simple.
Man, oh man.
This is crazy, but it's all beneficial. Shout out to A2, and they would have got away with it too. Okay.
Let me get a shout out to the chat real quick. My bad.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Liz Robinson, Grand Rising. Copper Color Ancestor, Peace, Grand Rising. Mike Easton, don't come to DC, but come to DC if you're a nice person. Peace, Grand Rising. Dion Lowe.
Okay, I'm going up here.
Mr. TJ, Grand Rising. Dion Lowe, peace, Grand Rising. And Copper Indio's in the chat, peace. Man, Grand Rising, everybody in the YouTube chat. What was that? Somebody said something? What was that? Oh, and Grand Rising. I mean, happy belated. Is that right? Can you do that? Mother's Day. If we didn't speak to anybody yesterday about it. Grand Rising. Peace, everybody.
You can do that.
Yeah, that's everybody. Carrie Bay, peace. Grand Rising. Carrie, we need you. Need you on the call. Post show. Post production. We need you post production, bro. We will see you after the show. Oh, there go Bones. Peace, Bones. Man, he just hung up. Who was that? Was that Copper? I think Copper was breaking up. But yeah, Grand Rising, everybody.
Yep, Grand Rising, and yes,
Yep.
happy belated Mother's Day.
Yep, happy belated Mother's Day, y'all.
Learned some things yesterday. I decided for a little bit, first thing in the rising, as I was up, woke early. So I did some reading to find out how mother is used, and I don't know if I should be calling it historically or by different tribes. And it was really interesting to learn and read the word mother, and I mean going all the way back in the Americas, and see how some of those words we actually use now in slang. Oh, yeah. That's all. Little tangerine. And also to learn that tribally, Mother's Day was every day, but it wasn't until 1911 that President Woodrow Wilson established Mother's Day, established one day to be set aside as Mother's Day. Little tangent, that's all.
They already say we read too much. Look at you, proving it. Just messing with
you know what? I just thought about it, yeah. But it's stuck. It's stuck. I won't ever forget it. Once you read it, once you see it, you can't, that's it. You can't unknow it. So now I know that, I knew Mother's Day was Mother's Day every day, but to know that the express holiday that we recognize, or that's known to be Mother's Day on Sunday in May, was established literally in 1911 by President Woodrow Wilson. And there was a conversation that was had to appease, I guess, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, but basically it was a tribe. It was tribes. There was a conversation, and this was established to, it was like multiple things that was going on that implemented, okay, this is Mother's Day, 1911. This is when we're going to start Mother's Day for everyone. Yeah. Okay, my bad. Yeah, you're right, Bones. Yes. Wait, is it my turn to read?
I think so.
Animal. Okay, wait. It is. Okay. Animal and plant health. Okay. Is USDA still able to protect U.S. agriculture from animal and plant pests and disease? Yes. Like all government agencies, our top priority is the safety and health of our employees and customers. At the same time, we understand our customers rely on our service and that they are important for business continuity. Business continuity. In the days and weeks ahead, our goal is to balance safety with service, and we will make adjustments as needed in order to adapt and continue to accomplish our mission of protecting the health and value of America's agriculture and natural resources. Okay. Can customers and the public still access USDA APHIS buildings for service? As a precaution, most USDA facilities are closed to the public, but we do still have employees working at ports of entry, among other locations. In addition, some locations remain open for endorsement activities to help facilitate trade and international pet travel. This is on a case-by-case basis, and we encourage you to check with your local APHIS contact for more information. They can assist you in identifying alternate ways to conduct business if in-person engagement is not an option. Will APHIS continue to carry out existing pest and disease emergency response programs, such as virulent Newcastle disease, cattle fever tick, and spotted lanternfly? You know, I wouldn't even thought to ask this question because I didn't even know that this was a thing. You learn something new every day. APHIS will continue to carry out on-the-ground eradication and management activities where we have active pest and disease programs. This is a core component of our mission, and we work in close coordination with states and industries to address pest and disease outbreaks that threaten American agriculture. However, employees will take necessary precaution to minimize face-to-face interactions with producers or the public while carrying out these activities. We will also have policy staff working remotely to support on-the-ground activities. What if a new pest or disease threat is detected? APHIS mission is protecting the health and value of America's agriculture and natural resources, and it's vital that we continue to respond to agricultural emergencies in coordination with state and industrial partners. How is APHIS assisting importers and exporters who need the signature of an agency official on trade documents such as phytosanitary certificates and health certificates? Okay, I'm learning words I didn't know existed. APHIS understands the importance of facilitating trade and will continue to provide services to complete required paperwork to support the import and export of live animals and plants and animal products, to support social distancing and protect the health and safety of our employees whenever possible. APHIS will seek to process these documents electronically. For more information about what services are available in your local area, please see the following resources. Animal and animal products. For animal product imports, email apie@usda.gov or call 301-851-3300, option 4. For live animal imports, email vs.live.animal.import.export@usda.gov or call 301-851-3300, option 2. For live animal and animal product exports, please contact your local export service center. Plants and plant products. For import questions, email plantproducts.permits@usda.gov or call 1-877-770-5990. For export questions, locate your export certification specialist here or call 301-851-2309. Will APHIS continue to conduct inspections of livestock at the border? APHIS understands the importance of facilitating trade and continues to have staff at the border to inspect livestock. Personnel at these facilities will take care to utilize all recommended social distancing precautions to ensure their health and safety while carrying out these functions. Will APHIS have staff working at plant inspection stations? APHIS understands the importance of facilitating trade at our plant inspection station. These facilities will remain open to provide inspection services for plants arriving into the United States. Personnel personnel at these facilities will take care to utilize all recommended social distancing precautions to ensure their health and safety. They will also be using additional personnel protective equipment such as gloves and sanitizers while still conducting essential inspections. If a pest is identified and treatments are necessary to clear a commodity into American commerce, staff will be able to oversee these operations to ensure clearance in a timely fashion. Will APHIS employees continue to work at military air base and civilian airports to prevent wildlife strikes and safeguard the flying public? APHIS will continue to have wildlife specialists and biologists at these locations to protect members of our military and the flying public by dispersing birds and other wildlife from runways and flight paths. This work is largely conducted remotely in the field, and employees are safely able to carry out these essential duty with little interactions with the public or customers. Interesting.
Right.
Okay, it's interesting. Is APHIS still conducting Animal Welfare Act inspections? APHIS is continuing to conduct regular inspections where local area and individual premises conditions allow our inspectors to maintain social distancing norms. APHIS will always place the highest priority on investigating reports of extreme animal Welfare Act violations that could lead to the confiscation of animals. However, if a state or locality has issued a shelter-in-place order like San Francisco, inspectors will honor that order and not conduct inspections in that area at this time. Will APHIS continue to conduct compliance inspections for federal trials? Nope. For field trials of genetically engineered organisms. Wait. Will APHIS continue to conduct compliance inspections for field trials of genetically engineered organisms? APHIS will continue to conduct compliance assurance activities. At this time, APHIS is conducting virtual inspections of field trials and will resume in-person routine inspections when it is safe to travel. APHIS will continue investigating and is prepared to respond to any incidents involving non-compliance with regulated activities, including field trials and movement, importation of regulated genetically engineered materials. For questions about our compliance and inspection process and requirements, to report a compliance incident or to submit a required report associated with a permit or notification, send an email to brscompliance@usda.gov. Interesting. Will APHIS continue to work with Department of Homeland Security to continue operations at the Plum Island Animal Disease Center and ensure the smooth transition of the National Bio and Agro Defense (NBAF) facility to USDA? The Plum Island Animal Disease Center continues to be operational to support testing for high consequence livestock disease. APHIS, in accordance with USDA Agricultural Research Service and Department of Homeland Security, DHS, also continues to work on the transition of this facility from Plum Island, New York to Manhattan, Kansas. We remain on track for USDA to take responsibility for NBAF operations in December 2020, with the formal transfer of ownership occurring in May 2021. Will APHIS continue to provide laboratory support and disease confirmatory testing to other laboratories, state animal health officials, federal agencies, and producers? APHIS is continuing to provide these important functions while prioritizing foreign and emergent animal disease testing and testing to protect public health and the agriculture economy. Will APHIS continue to respond to active predator threats impacting agriculture, natural resources, or human health and safety? APHIS will continue to conduct predator management activities across the country to protect livestock, including during the spring lambing and calving season, threatened and endangered wildlife, and human health and safety. This work, including aerial operations, is performed in the field with infrequent interaction with customers or the public, and thereby presents minimal risk of exposure to employees. WS will continue to talk with producers with some accommodations to reduce any potential risk. Will APHIS continue to carry out its national feral swine damage management program? APHIS will continue to have specialists in the field to prevent damage caused by feral swine. This work is largely conducted remotely in the field, and employees are safely able to carry out these essential duty with little interactions with the public or customers. It is critical that we continue program activities so that we do not lose ground in our ongoing management and elimination programs. Will APHIS continue to review license permit submission for veterinary biologics, complete biological products licensing action, and ensure compliance with Federal Virus Serum Toxin Act? I didn't know there was an act. Okay. APHIS will continue to carry out these important functions to ensure producers have veterinary biologics to keep their herds and flocks healthy. APHIS will also ensure that biologists, manufacturing facilities, and the products they produce continue to meet requirements set forth in the Virus Serum Toxin Act. APHIS continues to evaluate license permit applications, testing products and products components, while also conducting inspections and investigations as necessary. Will APHIS continue to ensure compliance of facilities handling select agents to ensure proper storage and maintenance? At this time, APHIS Agriculture Select Agent Services, AGSAS, will not be conducting routine inspections. We do not have the ability to extend registration validity to ensure that all facilities are authorized to possess, use, or transfer select agents. Should a compliance issue arise, we have the ability to conduct the necessary follow-up, including an inspection. Are there restrictions for imported commodities as a result of COVID-19? There may be import requirements for certain commodities that certain animal-derived materials. APHIS has posted guidance for the import of these commodities here: www.aphis.usda.gov/animal_health/downloads/import/covid-19-info.pdf. It's a PDF, hot link. APHIS will work directly with importers to expedite the process. What will happen if animals are shipped to a slaughter establishment that closes due to local restrictions or staffing shortages? FSIS, frontline supervisors and district managers, are working closely with slaughter establishments to ensure adequate staffing of FSIS inspection personnel in support of continued plant operations. Prior to arrival at a slaughter establishment, livestock fall under the jurisdiction of local government, with APHIS providing assistance as warranted. In the event of a plant closure, APHIS field staff would coordinate with state and regional plant staff to determine how and where to divert animals. You know, APHIS is actually pretty important and covers a lot of different things dealing with animals and plant health.
Right. It's a job you didn't know you could have.
Man, I mean, there's acts in here I didn't even know existed. I think I read through at least 3 acts. And APHIS is they gotta take care of it. That's their department.
Got it all covered. Yeah, that was they out to help animals and plants. All right, so the next few are short, and that one was long. I'm gonna read the next couple. So
next couple. What do you mean few? Few means 3. I see like.
No, I know. I'm talking. I read ahead.
Okay, my bad.
So I can either read 2 or 3 twos, and you know what?
It ain't 2, baby. I'm just really tripping off of APHIS. APHIS, it is a lot that it covers. These are good questions and answers. These are departments that, in my limited thinking, and I appreciate the expansion, the world gets a little bit bigger every day.
Right.
To see, I know, right?
Oh, let's not go there. It's real early, really early.
I'm just, I had to catch my lip. Hold on.
Your whole lip.
Yeah.
But it goes back to what we were saying before. Knowing what department and what branch to take your complaint to.
Right. I was getting there. I appreciate you. Right. Because even understanding, okay, this is the health. Viruses dealing with animals, viruses dealing with plants, disease dealing with animals, disease dealing with plants. But to see all these, to read all these questions and answers and realizing how, again, this is all agriculture. All of this falls under agriculture. APHIS is the department to deal with all these different things that, I mean, again, I read like 3 acts that I didn't even know existed. Hold on, I read about, I didn't even know about cattle ticks, cattle fever ticks. I had no clue about them. I don't even know what a lanternfly is, a spotted lanternfly for that matter. Wait, is that, no, that's not even a horsefly.
Well, you talk about it. I don't ever want to see it.
I mean, I kind of want to click copy and search, but Double Cousin has ruined that for me. I don't know what type of picture will pop up.
Oh, word.
I'm so serious. You got me. Yeah, you
I ain't
got
Google.
Me. Yes, you did.
I said don't. I said don't look one day, and you look.
No. I saw it on my phone.
He knew it was your fault.
I looked on my phone, turned my phone down, forgot, walked in the room, and it was a big old picture.
It was on your computer.
On my computer.
That's what you get for being logged into multiple Zooms. You can't get away from it. You put your phone down and ran away.
What made it worse is that big old picture was on my computer screen, and my monitor is pretty big, so I was like, oh no, that's real. Get it off my computer. I can't even sit down. I feel like someone's gonna crawl behind the computer cabinet. Like,
I still gotta find the photo of that toad I took a picture of. They had an attitude. I haven't found. That's what I was looking for that day, but I can't. What picture did I take? It was a macro shot of that ant. I think the black ant.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, don't be showing no pictures. I'm good.
I said don't look.
How you gonna say don't look?
Curiosity took one of the cat's lives.
You can't say don't look first.
That's like, all right, I'm about to say this. Don't be mad, all right?
Yeah, don't be mad and then say it. Like, you've already pumped me up. I'm mad now. What you got to say?
Oh, man.
Anything you say, I'm mad now. What happened? What you doing?
No, what happened? Oh man, let me go back to the chat real quick. Peace and Grand Rising, David Corey, Macadon 1, and Nature's Void on Twitch. Michael Brown Harris, Cheek and Grand Rising. Man,
David Corey. Yeah. Oh, Doodoo 3.
You can have people really thinking that's James Flames number 3's channel.
Wow. You know what? Yeah. The truth is.
Oh, Gabrielle, remind me. I have to specifically tell you something. I might tell everybody, but I'm gonna tell you definitely. Where we at? Oh, it's my turn, ain't it? Grand Rising, peace to the chat, peace to everybody. We live.
We live.
Can I be heard? Took this gum out my mouth.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is definitely understanding.
What's out there?
Yeah, and
some
understanding
things out there I didn't even know existed.
Man, for real, I don't know if I should feel threatened or at ease.
Oh, so you was here this whole time? All right. Okay.
Yeah, like you. Wait, what? There was an act behind this? Wait, hold on. This is a thing. Oh, this is real.
That's
these are questions. Oh, this is a real. Oh, okay. These are real questions. Oh, to real departments. Wait a minute. I'm confused. What kind of tick? Because I've been seeing stuff flying around left and right. It's a fever tick. Specifically, you get a fever. The most I thought I was at risk was from a horsefly. I'm just saying. I see a horsefly, I run because I get scared it's gonna bite me, land on me, poop on me, and lay eggs at the same time. Like
all I'm saying, no sellout. Can you imagine the next phone call now that you know about this fever tick?
I know, right?
Look, that's crazy because look, I saw a red bug, right? I saw a red bug on my tomato plant leaves. And I was like, dang, that looked like a mosquito, but what kind of mosquito is that? Like its back part is already red. So listen, it's not like clear red.
I already played it out in my head. Double cousin. Something bit me. I'm heating up. I got to
I'm gonna die. I think I'm dying.
Listen, something bit my forehead Friday in the backyard. Something bit my forehead. And like it hurts. And I was like, man, I really hope I don't start losing my hair.
You really? From your forehead bite?
Yeah, like
it's supposed to recede your hairline. What kind of bug is this? No,
I don't know.
No. You are. You know what?
That was a hairline beetle.
You know what?
I don't know.
The hairline, yeah, that's the new. She's gonna look it up too. It came from Australia. Is that an invasive species?
I'm telling you, I think that wasp went and got his friends because he was mad that we knocked down the little wasp nest, and sprayed it with bleach.
And you're gonna call it little? You talking about little? Oh, and you tortured it afterwards? They watched you do all
No. I just sprayed the area with bleach because I was thinking, they do their pheromone thing. So like they went and got their friends. Like, look what she did to our house.
This is a scene from Office Space when they beat up the printer.
So I bleached the door seal. I sprayed
people's land. You and your son just torturing houses of animals. It's not good. It's not good at all. Yes, they've been watching you.
There's ants in my front yard now. I don't even know where they came from.
That's their home.
I know.
You're in their way.
Listen, it's a good thing he asked it before me because all I had was that's all I had was dirt.
Yo, honestly, for real, seriously, you be outside freaking out like they ain't supposed to be out there.
They need to talk to me and let me know they there. That's what it is.
They need to be like, look, take a picture of that white frog. They don't respect you because you ain't the one coming out there taking pictures of them and trying to figure out what they are. You sending other people.
But did you see that white frog?
I saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't get to check and see if it was an invasive species or from overseas.
It is. And the red frog. I wish I would have took a picture of that red frog. You don't understand. That red frog was as big as my hand.
That's what it is.
Gabrielle, how you going to be the animal investigator, but you're afraid of the animals?
I just let her read that section, too. You see how it worked out?
I learned from scary movies. I can look from afar. I don't want to walk into it.
She's trying to look, Return to Jafar. Here we go again. She's going to look from afar. How you gonna be out? You gonna garden from afar, too?
That's different. That's different. That's
see, that was
contained areas. Yeah, that was different.
Oh, that was different. Yep. Okay.
That was different.
Isolated. Bugs ain't in your. Okay, you got the IPM. What is it? Integrative Pest Management. You 100% on that. I like it.
See, and that's why this is their job, not mine. I'll call somebody else. Like, look, go to the picture. Y'all like playing with bugs and animals and catching these little lizards and stuff. I'm still trying to convince my family they want, what is those called? The bearded dragons?
Bearded dragons,
and
yeah.
lizards and stuff. I said no, because I can only imagine. They want ferrets and no. I see the accidents happen, and y'all gonna be laughing at me when they get loose. We're not gonna do this.
Yeah, because you'll pull down a wall trying to get away from it.
Yes, but they want snakes. What happens when the snake? What if the snake is smart and it like does like they do on the movies where they push the
You see, I knew it. You watched too many movies.
The lid and stuff. Like, oh nah. Nope.
I know Hollywood be snitching on themselves, Gabrielle, but you know, I ain't never seen them.
Don't sell out. I got a big shout out on.
Is possible.
What's that? Oh, my shadow. See, I did right in there.
Oh, that's different.
That was it. No, that was different. Oh, that was different. Okay.
See, I was already freaked out.
Gabrielle, we heard you. We heard everything. Yeah, you were freaked out already, and then 5-10 minutes after settling down, well, what was that? And then quietly, well, that was my shadow.
You know what?
That is my birthday.
Don't sell out in a wide open sprint trying to get to Carolina.
I know, right? We really thought somebody was at the door.
Banging on the door. You all right? Oh, it was my shadow.
It was my shadow. You know what? Where the gas money at? Give it up.
Look,
Give up the gas
money. Understand. There be bats flying around at night. I'm not joking.
Of
outside.
Course. That's where they at. They live out there.
Yeah, they may live out there, but why are they so close to houses? And why are they coming so close to the roof of to the top of my head?
You got it wrong.
What if it gets stuck in my hair?
You know what? You as a movie, TV show watching person.
Ace Ventura messed me up.
Hey, hold on. I got it, y'all. That's some Aboriginal gnat.
What'd you say is Aboriginal what?
Aboriginal gnats. They were here before
you. Aboriginal gnats.
Them Aboriginal gnats. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they were here before you, Gabrielle. Yep.
She mad. She go outside. She in their house.
First dibs on your front yard. Yep.
I'm telling you, I be thinking that sometimes because I don't even understand. I planted flowers in pots and ants started coming to them like, what's going on? These are flowers. These are not fruits and vegetables.
Did you give them the song from Tom and Jerry when the ants was taking over the? I don't remember the song when the ants was taking over the picnic, yeah. You up there with a magnifying glass trying to figure out where they're going. Where are y'all going?
For real. I look at them like, and they don't even have little mounds. That's why I'm like, I wonder if my whole front yard, like underneath is like ant tunnels and stuff.
Oh, that's like everywhere there's dirt. You do know that, right?
But
don't ants usually do mounds?
No, not all ants. No.
Yeah, not all ants do that.
Really? I thought they did. That's why I was like, I don't see any ant mounds.
Oh, you out here searching at night with a flashlight trying to find mounds.
I'm trying to I try to look for them during the day. I can't see at night. Nope.
You ain't going out there.
Nope. Got my ankle bit up. Still don't know what bit my ankle up.
Well, obviously, if you walking around with a magnifying glass on the ground
and your ankle's out, you're gonna get bit up.
Yeah.
Turn the heat off. Turn the heat off right now.
Yeah. You know what? Live? I do have. I guess I do.
Oh yeah, we live. Let's get back on the subject. See.
It was APHIS. They made me aware of stuff I didn't know existed. Like I said, I don't know whether it feels safe or threatened. Like, wait, what?
He was like over your shoulder the whole time. You didn't even know.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't even know you existed. Yeah, I've been here the whole time. Now you know my name. It's like Rumpelstiltskin. Say my name 3 times.
Nope. Oh man, anybody else go to theaters and see that when it came out? I ain't seen it since that day. Since that day.
Say my name 3 times and I'll go away.
That sounds like a setup. Sound like you're gonna set up shop. It's almost I'm gonna go away if you say my name. No. I feel
but you know what used to mess me up? You say Rumpelstiltskin's name 3 times and he go away, but if you say Candyman or Bloody Mary 3 times, they come to you. I don't want to say nothing.
See, it's a setup. Somebody you're gonna get the instructions mixed up. Conjure up something that ain't supposed to be here. I ain't even supposed to be over here.
You said it. You read it.
Piece of chat.
Oh,
Okay.
the chat.
Critical infrastructure. Right. Question. Are those working in the agricultural sector considered essential critical infrastructure workers? Yes. Yes. As we all know, agriculture is vital to our country and will play a vital role during the COVID-19 response. In fact, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency lists food and agricultural workers as being among the essential critical infrastructure workers for the COVID-19 response. It also lists the agricultural sector among 16 critical infrastructure sectors. In addition to providing safe and nutritious food for American families, the agricultural sector also accounts for roughly 1/5 of our nation's economy. You heard? To learn more about the important role the food and agricultural sector plays in the COVID-19 response, please visit cisa.gov/food and agriculture sector. Will H-2A workers be impacted by President Trump's immigration executive order? President Trump's immigration executive order will not impact temporary visa workers in the food supply chain, including H-2A visa workers.
So there's different types of visas, huh?
Yes, there is. Religious visa.
Right.
Let me.
What's that? Who's that? Bones, you were saying something? Think you cut out. Cop it yourself.
I was just saying. So there's different types of visas, huh?
Sure.
Yep.
What's in your wallet?
Say the different type of MasterCards. I don't know.
Just saying. What's in your wallet?
You have visas for work, farming, religious practices, schooling. Oh yeah, they just ain't gonna let you come here to come here. They want to know what's your purpose, what's your business.
What you out here doing? Business, my business. Is it mine? Crop insurance. Crop insurance. I am an approved insurance provider. Where do I find information on flexibilities related to the federal crop insurance program? USDA's Risk Management Agency is working with those insurance providers to provide additional flexibilities in response to COVID-19. Approved insurance providers, AIPs, can find additional information, including managers' bulletins and frequently asked questions at rma.usda.gov/newsroom, continuing interest, coronavirus resources. It's a hot link. My bad. Shout out to the hot links. I am a farmer with federal crop insurance coverage. Where do I find information on flexibilities related to the federal crop insurance program? Producers can continue to work with their approved insurance providers, AIPs, on policies, claims, and agreements. Farmers with crop insurance questions or needs should continue to contact their insurance agents about conducting business by telephone or email. USDA's Risk Management Agency is working with those insurance providers to provide additional flexibilities in response to COVID-19, including enabling producers to send notifications and reports electronically, extending the date for production reports, providing additional time and deferring interest on premium and other payments, authorizing replant self-certification, waiving the witness signature requirement for approval of assignments of indemnity, allowing dumped milk to be counted as milk marketings for the dairy revenue protection or actual marketings for the livestock gross margin for dairy programs, allowing phone and electronic transactions for 2021 crop year sales and reporting dates, including options and endorsements. extending the deadline for some perennial crop pre-acceptance inspection reports, pairs, waiving the 2021 crop year inspection requirements for the nursery and nursery value select NVS programs in certain cases, authorizing AIPs to allow organic producers to report acreage as certified organic or transitioning to organic for the 2020 crop year if they can show they have requested a written certification from a certifying agent by their policies of acreage reporting date. More information is available on farmers.gov/coronavirus. Hot link. Gabrielle.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember when we was looking at these business plans and these organic and transferring to organic.
You don't say.
That stuff just don't be showing up one time for the one time.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man. Well, any questions? Anybody got anything? That's a lot of that's the risk management agency. And I'll just throw this last one in there, the data and reporting, Gabrielle. It's real short. Too short. What's my favorite word? Programs. What is that?
Are you reading the next one?
Yeah, it's just this one. It's only one question and answer, so I'm gonna rock this one out. Data and reporting services. Will updated market news reports continue to be available? AMS will continue to report commodity prices through its market news service, Hotlink. Market news reporters continue to collect and compile data from market news reports. Reporters who typically collect this key wholesale, retail, and shipping data in person will continue to do so remotely. We are confident there will be no interruption to the availability of these reports.
Okay, my bad. Pots and Pan Munster is taking a little bit longer than I thought.
I got it. Economic research.
And then I got it.
Don't lie. Economic research. Will Economic Research Service, ERS, reports be released according to schedule? ERS is committed to on-time delivery of all high priority and mandated products, including all Hotlink calendared items as scheduled. ERS is fully prepared to perform its mission-related activities. Nearly all staff are telework ready, and ERS is operating in a 100% cloud computing environment. Man, they ready. If release times are missed, will the reports eventually be released? ERS does not anticipate a delay in release of calendared items. If a delay becomes unavoidable, ERS and USDA calendars will be updated to reflect the new release date. Is ERS still releasing new research reports? Yes, ERS continues to release research reports following its normal process. As with our mission-critical operations, we continue to plan and evaluate our efforts to ensure we are meeting the needs of our customers and stakeholders. For research and data supporting the analysis of the coronavirus on U.S. commodity markets, please visit the Hotlink ERS Coronavirus COVID-19 Media Resources page. How have processes changed inside ERS due to COVID-19? ERS is fully prepared to deliver its regular mission-related activities and to support departmental needs for analysis in a virtual environment. Nearly 100% of staff are telework ready, and ERS is operating in a 100% cloud computing environment. Is ERS continuing to hire new staff, and how will they begin working once hired? ERS is continuing to hire. They hiring, y'all. Current vacancies may be viewed on the Hotlink ERS careers page, and applicants should continue to apply through Hotlink USA Jobs. New hires are being virtually on board. New hires are being virtually on board so that they can work remotely from day one until we can return to the office. Man, they got it all covered. Next section, farm programs. Are program signups still occurring even if service centers are not open to the public? These are farm programs, y'all. Programs. It's my favorite word. USDA's Farm Service Agency, FSA, and Natural Resources Conservation Service, NRCS, are continuing to receive and process applications for key programs, including agriculture, risk coverage and price loss coverage programs. Deadline for 2020 is June 30th. Wildfire and hurricane indemnity program plus and other disaster assistance programs, and FSA and NRCS conservation programs. Producers can also still receive assistance with conservation planning and acreage reporting. More information is available on Hotlinks farmers.gov/coronavirus, as well as Hotlink farmers.gov/program deadlines. How do I apply for aid available through the CARES Act? USDA Secretary Sonny Perdue announced the Coronavirus Food Assistance Program, CFAP, on April 17, 2020. CFAP will use funding and authorities provided in the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, the Family's First Coronavirus Response Act, and other USDA existing authorities. This $19 billion immediate relief program will provide critical direct support to our farmers and ranchers, maintain the integrity of our food supply chain, and ensure every American continues to have access to the food they need. Visit hotlinkfarmers.gov/CFAP for updated information as it becomes available. In addition to implementing the CARES Act, the Farm Service Agency, Natural Resources Conservation Service, and Risk Management Agency are working to provide additional flexibilities to help producers impacted by the coronavirus outbreak. Visit hotlinkfarmers.gov/coronavirus for the latest updates on USDA assistance for farmers and ranchers in response to the coronavirus pandemic. I have a marketing assistance loan through USDA. Do I have more time to repay it? Producers now have more time to repay marketing assistance loans, MAL, as part of the U.S. Department of Agriculture's implementation of the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, CARES Act of 2020. The loans now mature at 12 months rather than 9, and this flexibility is available for most commodities. More information is available on Hotlink, farmers.gov/coronavirus.
No, Salah, is it me or is it like you ask a question, they give you direct answers?
Oh, no runaround. Yeah, I only run around during exercise time. So when I'm on the computer, I don't want to run around. When I'm on my phone, I don't want to run around.
For the answer.
Like for real. Like you're not gonna not get an answer. And it's a hot link in most of these answers anyway, so they out to help you. And that was the farm programs. You know they like to answer questions about programs. Oh man, I got another one. Oh, that's Gabrielle. Where you at? We got to we got to volley that one. Hold on.
I'm right here. I was listening the whole time. I do apologize, but yeah. I don't see where it's stopping. Just gotta adjust some stuff.
Do you see? Yeah, you have to. You're gonna have to get comfortable for your next one. If you need some help, let me know. But so it's a doozy. Food and nutrition service. Yeah.
I'm on food and nutrition service.
Everybody, hold on. Let me go to the chat real quick. See if everybody's still with us. Peace to the chat. Everybody still here? Yep. Everybody still with us?
Oh yeah. That looks like a doozy. Looks like a doozy. All right. Okay. Food and nutrition services. What is Food and Nutrition Services, FNS, doing to respond to COVID-19? The Food and Nutrition Services, FNS, is maximizing all program flexibilities and contingencies available under the law. We are working closely with states to best serve children and low-income individuals impacted by COVID-19 across our 15 nutrition assistant programs. Okay. FNS has been receiving and reviewing requests from states for flexibilities on a continual basis. As we approve requests, they will be posted on www.fns.usda.gov/coronavirus. For more information about assistance available in your state, please contact your state agency. Where can I find out more information about nutrition assistance available during the national emergency? The latest information is available at www.fns.usda.gov/coronavirus, including a state-by-state breakdown of flexibilities available in each nutrition assistance program. What guidance does USDA have on food planning for families during the coronavirus pandemic? Check out www.choosemyplate.gov/coronavirus for tips on food planning, including what to buy, how much to buy, and preparation tips. Oh, wow. Okay. School meals. What is Food and Nutrition Services, FNS, doing to ensure children have food to eat while schools are closed? States switch to their summer food program, SFSP, or Seamless Summer Option, SSO, to serve meals to children when schools are closed. Through these summer meal programs, USDA allows sites to serve up to 2 free meals a day to children 18 and under. The Families First Coronavirus Response Act. Oh, that was just passed. Okay. Signed by Trump on March 18th, 2020, allows USDA the ability to issue nationwide waivers to further increase flexibilities. FNS has issued several nationwide waivers to make it as easy as possible for children to receive these meals. As a result of these waivers, schools and other sponsors are creatively feeding kids by delivering meals on bus routes, allowing parents to pick up a week's worth of meals at a time, and entering into public-private partnerships like USDA's partnership with the Baylor Collaborative on Hunger and Poverty, McLean Global, and Pepsi Company, which is providing meals kids in rural areas. Meals to kids in rural areas. For more information, please visit www.fns.usda.gov/coronavirus for a current list of approved waivers. To find meal sites near you, visit www.fns.usda.gov/meals for kids. The Families First Coronavirus Response Act also provides states the option to provide EBT benefits to children who would normally be receiving free and reduced meals if schools were not closed due to COVID-19, known as Pandemic EBT or PEBT. USDA has provided guidance to states on operating this program and continues to provide technical assistance to interested states. As states' plan for PEBT are approved, They will be posted on the state guidance on coronavirus pandemic EBT PEBT page. For logistical information about meal service, please contact your local state agency or school food authority. Can schools still serve meals while they are closed? Yes. All states currently have a waiver in place that allows schools to serve meals through Summer Food Service Program SFSP or Seamless Summer Option SSO during unexpected school closures, such as the current national emergency. Can schools provide home delivery of meals? Yes, so long as the school food authority has state agency approval, the necessary federal approvals, and adheres to all federal confidentiality requirements. For more information, see www.fns.usda.gov/FSSP/COVID-19-meal-delivery. Can parents pick up meals for their kids without their children present? Yes. Under the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, signed into law by President Trump on March 18, 2020, the Food and Nutrition Service issued a nationwide waiver allowing parents and guardians to pick up meals and bring them home for their children. Can schools provide multiple meals at once? Yes. Schools can provide up to 2 meals and or snacks per day, excluding lunch and dinner in the same day. Under the nationwide waivers currently in place, multiple days of meals can be picked up at one time. Do meals still have to meet the nutrition requirements? FNS has provided a nationwide waiver for states to locally waive specific meal pattern requirements as needed to support access to nutritious meals when certain foods are not available due to the novel coronavirus. Local program operators must contact the state agency for approval to utilize this waiver, and requests should be targeted and justified based upon distribution to the availability of food products resulting from unprecedented impacts of COVID-19. What about children who qualify for free or reduced price meals but don't live in an area where 50% or more students qualify? Typically, the Summer Food Service Program, SFSP, and Seamless Summer Option, SSO, are limited to areas where 50% or more of students qualify for free or reduced price meals. However, the waiver authority provided by the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, signed into law by President Trump on March 18, 2020, and the additional funds provided by Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, CARES Act, signed into law by President Trump on March 27, 2020, provides FNS the ability to approve requests from states to allow sites to serve free meals to children in all areas, all of which are posted on the FNS COVID-19 website. In addition, some children are being served through innovative community-based approaches, such as the Public-Private Partnership Initiative, USDA, recently announced with the Baylor Collaborative on Hunger and Poverty, McLean Global, and Pepsi Company. For more information on options available in your area, contact your state agency and or local school authority. Hot links all through there. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. If my financial situation has changed due to the coronavirus, could I be eligible for SNAP? For information about SNAP eligibility, visit our SNAP eligibility website. To find about more and or apply for benefits, contact your state agency. What is USDA doing to promote social distancing in SNAP? The Food and Nutrition Service has allowed SNAP flexibilities to reduce the need for face-to-face contact. For example, USDA is allowing states to conduct SNAP quality control interviews by telephone instead of in person. USDA has also offered states an optional 45-day extension on certain quality control case reviews. Can SNAP participants order groceries online? The SNAP Online pilot is currently operational in several states, with more being added as interested states' plans are approved. To learn more about the pilot, including participating states and retailers, please visit www.fns.usda.gov/snap/online-purchasing-pilot. Through the USDA Department of Agriculture, USDA Food and Nutrition Services, FNS, is receiving interest to expand the SNAP online pilot program. The responsibility is on a state agency, their third-party processor, and any retailers who wish to participate. To ease the process, FNS put together a simplified template for states who wish to enter the online pilot, which is provided as an attachment to this letter. States and their respective entities are already facing capacity issues with the COVID-19 response, and the FNS continues to provide significant technical assistance to interested states to ensure that plans are thorough and appropriate preliminary testing is conducted. If not done properly and judiciously, there is a risk to the state's entire benefit system. In each state, its EBT processor and retailers present their own mix of challenges. So FNS is providing customer service based on each of their specific needs.
Mainly, they need high speed.
Right.
Stick a pin in that.
Mm-hmm. FNS will continue to work with interested states in advancing their participation in this pilot. Until states are prepared to operate the pilot, USDA recommends states utilize other options that retailers may already provide, such as pay at pickup, also known as click and collect, where SNAP cardholders can shop online and then pay for their purchase using their EBT card at pickup. Grocery pickup is already an option that these retailers offer beyond SNAP. So they are already thinking through how they can provide a safe environment to do so with the growing concerns around social distancing. During these challenging times, FNS is working hand in hand with state program leadership to provide support and guidance to adapt to the challenges of this public health emergency. USDA intends to use available program flexibilities and contingencies to continue to serve our program participants. For up-to-date information and to learn more about flexibilities being used in FNS nutrition programs, please visit our website at www.fns.usda.gov/coronavirus.
I'll read the answers moving forward since you just did all that reading.
What you mean? What happens to SNAP recipients who can't meet the work requirements due to coronavirus outbreak?
Under the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, signed into law by President Trump on March 18, 2020, USDA has suspended the work requirements, PDF, for able-bodied adults without dependents, ABAWDs, throughout the national emergency. Therefore, the time limit does not apply and these individuals cannot continue to receive SNAP benefits.
How can I protect myself from SNAP fraud during the pandemic?
The Food and Nutrition Service is aware of some fraud scams trying to take advantage of the current emergency to obtain SNAP recipients' confidential information, such as a Social Security number, bank information, or a participant SNAP EBT card number. If you are unsure if a request for information is legitimate, contact your local SNAP office. To stay on top of potential scams, please visit USDA's SNAP Scam Alert webpage at www.fns.usda.gov/snap/scam alerts.
What happens if grocery stores are out of specific food items WIC participants are allowed to purchase due to the COVID-19 situation?
The Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, or WIC, is designed to supplement the diets of participants to address certain nutritional needs. As a result, WIC purchases must be of foods approved by their state. However, states have the flexibility to modify their WIC approved food list at any time to include any foods that meet federal standards. Under the Families First Coronavirus Response Act signed into law by President Trump on March 18, 2020, states can request additional food package flexibility from the USDA. USDA has been expeditiously approving the state's request to allow for additional substitution options if available of certain WIC prescribed food is limited. Please visit our website for more information on approved waivers for food package substitutions at www.fns.usda.gov/WIC/food package substitution waiver.
What is USDA doing to promote social distancing in WIC?
The Families First Coronavirus Response Act, signed into law again by President Trump on March 18, 2020, allows USDA to minimize face-to-face interaction and WIC by reducing required visits to the clinic through a variety of waivers provided to the state agencies and Indian tribal organizations, ITOs, upon request. Under the Act, states must request approval from the Food and Nutrition Service to temporarily waive the in-person requirements for enrolling, re-enrolling for WIC, and picking up WIC benefits. The Act also allows states to defer certain medical tests used to determine nutritional risk. USDA has been expeditiously approving these states' requests.
What is household distribution? What is household distribution, and can it help those impacted by COVID-19?
Disaster Household Distribution is a program designed to provide food directly to households in targeted areas to meet specific needs when traditional channels of food are unavailable and not being replenished on a regular basis, such as following a hurricane, tornado, or other natural disasters. Under a president declaration of a national emergency, as is currently in effect for the U.S., FNS may approve state and tribal nation requests for disasters household distribution, DHD. DHD provides boxes of USDA foods to households in need using existing inventories of USDA purchased foods. USDA foods, the food banks, are primarily intended for the use in the Emergency Food Assistance Program, CFAP, and the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, CSFP, which serves low-income people ages 60 and over. When disasters are localized, USDA is able to move food capacity around to accommodate local need. As the current need is widespread, states must balance the use of inventories directed through disaster household distribution to those newly in need, while also continuing to implement normal federal distribution program operations. As state and Indian tribal organizations' plans for disaster household distribution are approved, they will be posted on the disaster household distribution page.
What other food distribution programs are operating during the current situation?
FNS continues to operate its normal food distribution programs, including the Emergency Food Assistance Program, TEFAP, which makes USDA foods available to state distribution agencies like food banks, the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, CSFP, which serves low-income people ages 60 and over, and the Food Distribution Program on Indian Reservations, FDPIR.
How is Food and Nutrition Service helping food banks during this public health emergency?
Food banks are private, nonprofit entities who work in their local communities to gather donations and distribute food to those in need who may not be accessing other assistance programs. FNS partners with food banks and other state distributing agencies by providing USDA foods through the Emergency Food Assistance Program, CFAP, and the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, CSFP. USDA has provided state board discretion to set eligibility limits for TEFP and ensured that states can take limited eligibility information such as name, address, and self-reported income via a telephone, text, or other electronic means, or by receiving a one-page affidavit in a Dropbox. The Family's First Coronavirus Response Act, signed into law by President Trump on March 18, 2020, provided USDA an additional $400 million for TEFAP, up to $100 million of which can be used to help agencies cover costs associated with distributing a higher volume of food due to COVID-19. The Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security CARES Act, signed into law by President Trump on March 27, 2020, provided an additional $450 million for TEFAP when a localized need is identified, such as disrupted food supply. Food banks should check with their state agency regarding the Disaster Household Distribution Program.
How can food banks promote social distancing? This is a long one.
Food banks are private nonprofit entities who have broad discretion over their own activities. FNS partners with food banks and other state distributing agencies by providing USDA foods through the Emergency Food Assistance Program, TEFAP, and the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, CSFP. USDA has provided states broad discretion to set eligibility limits for TEFAP and ensured that states can take limited eligibility information such as name, address, self-reported income via a telephone, text, or other electronic means, or by receiving a one-page affidavit in the Dropbox. In addition, many food banks are using a drive-through model in which recipients receive a box of food that is placed directly in their vehicle by staff or volunteers. Food safety is next.
Yep, this is a doozy too. This is a doozy. Okay. Food safety. Can I become sick with coronavirus COVID-19 from food? We are
not aware of any reports at this time of human illness that suggest COVID-19 can be transmitted by food or food packaging. However, it is always important to follow good hygiene practices, i.e., wash hands and surfaces often, separate raw meat from other foods, cook to the right temperature, and refrigerate foods promptly when handling or preparing foods. You can get the next one. Got a call coming real quick.
Are meat products comprised by the coronavirus? Are meat products comprised by the coronavirus? Okay, I think these. Okay. We are not aware of any reports at this time of human illnesses that suggest COVID-19 can be transmitted by food or food packaging. However, it is also important to follow good hygiene practices, i.e., wash hands and surfaces often, separate raw meat from other foods, cook to right temperature, and refrigerate food promptly when handling or preparing foods. Is FSIS taking an extra precaution when receiving food products from nations that have confirmed cases of COVID-19? We are not aware of any reports at this time of human illnesses that suggest COVID-19 can be transmitted by food or food packaging. However, it is also important to follow good hygiene practices, i.e., wash hands, surfaces often, separate raw meat from other foods, cook to the right temperature, and refrigerate foods promptly when handling or preparing foods. Is food important? Is food imported? Okay. Is food imported to the United States from China and other countries affected by COVID-19 at risk of spreading COVID-19? Currently, there is no evidence to support transmission of COVID-19 associated with imported goods, and there are no reported cases of COVID-19 in the United States associated with imported goods. Can I get sick with COVID-19 touching? Can I get sick with COVID-19 from touching food, the food packaging, or food contact surfaces if the coronavirus was present on it? Currently, there is no evidence of food or food packaging being associated with transmission of COVID-19. Like other viruses, it is possible that the virus that causes COVID-19 can survive on surfaces or objects. For that reason, it is critical to follow the 4 key steps of food safety: clean, separate, cook, and chill. If an inspector or worker in a meat processing plant became infected with the coronavirus, would the meat produced at that facility be safe to eat? Public health and food safety experts do not have any evidence to suggest that COVID-19 can be transmitted by food or food packaging. FSIS and plant personnel who are ill with COVID-19 or any other illnesses will be excluded from work activities that could create unsanitary conditions, coughing or sneezing on product. COVID-19 is thought to spread mainly from person to person through respiratory droplets that can land in the mouth. Oh, okay, I'm reading this. Land in the mouth,
go in.
or I just had a
Like,
moment.
go in the mouth.
I'm visual.
Yeah, got it.
Or noses of people who are nearby.
Mm-hmm.
That happened. More information about how the virus is spread is available from the CDC. I've already been there. I'm not doing it again. www.cdc.gov/coronavirus/2019 /NCOV about /transmission.html.
Peace to the chat. Yeah, peace to the chat. That was a hot link. Who's in the building again? We have
Oh my goodness.
shout out to 2 witnesses and Lachey. Remember Lachey, peace, Grand Rising. Copper Indio heard that. Peace, everybody. Peace and Grand Rising. You got the next one?
Yeah, I got it. I'm good. Oh, my nose started itching. It is just me. Okay.
Protect yourself.
That joke keeps going through my head. If I could smell it, you could taste it. Okay. Okay, I'm reading. Okay. Where should the food industry go for guidance about business operations? Food facilities, like other work establishments, need to follow protocols set by local and state health departments, which may vary depending on the amount of community spread of COVID-19 in particular areas. We encourage coordination with local health officials for all businesses so that timely and accurate information can guide appropriate responses in each location where their operations reside. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, issued guidance on preparing workplaces for COVID-19. That includes information on how a COVID-19 outbreak could affect workplaces and steps all employers can take to reduce workers' risk of exposure to SARS-CoV-2, COVID-19. On April 26, 2020, the CDC and Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, issued interim guidance specific to the meat and poultry processing industry in order to facilitate ongoing operations to support the food supply while also mitigating the risk of spreading COVID-19. Is FSIS requesting that plant report? Is FSIS requesting that plants report to FSIS if employees become ill with COVID-19? Will the agency reciprocate? In the event of a diagnosed COVID-19 illness, the Food Safety and Inspection Service, FSIS, will follow and is encouraging establishments to follow the recommendations of local public health authorities regarding notification of potential contact. FSIS will keep the lines of communication open so we can address the evolving situation. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Pots and Pans Monsters had a call, I guess.
From you. Said something right or wrong.
Have any of FSIS audits of foreign countries or foreign countries auditing the U.S. food safety systems been delayed due to COVID-19? As USDA's public health agency, FSIS is committed to ensuring the safety and wholesomeness of all imported meat, poultry, and processed egg products from American families. For the safety of our auditors, FSIS does not provide the dates when the auditors are scheduled to conduct in-country evaluation equivalence audits in a foreign country. FSIS has delayed both U.S. and foreign country audits in accordance with the State Department's guidance. FSIS continues to monitor the situation and will evaluate the feasibility of its upcoming audits as the situation evolves, including reviewing State Department guidance on foreign travel. How will FSIS regulated establishments handle cleanup if cases have been identified at the facility? Coronaviruses are enveloped viruses. Am I reading that right? Enveloped? Enveloped. There we go. Oh, okay.
Same word.
Enveloped.
Same word. It's the same word. But it's just not exactly what is this? This is what.
What's wrong with me now? Coronaviruses are enveloped.
One language to another language, but the same language.
Enveloped viruses, meaning they are one of the easiest types of viruses to kill with the appropriate disinfectant product. Okay.
Man, people seem to be struggling though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Clorox.
Keep your hands clean, y'all. Hygiene. That was middle school teachings.
Yeah. All FSIS, my tongue almost gave up on me. Regulated establishments are required to have sanitation standard operating procedures, sanitation SOAP or SOP, which are written procedures that an establishment implements to prevent direct contamination of adulteration. Am I reading that right? or adulteration of product. Okay. Okay. It is the establishment's responsibility to implement the procedures as written in the sanitation SOPs. The establishment must maintain, oh, that's tight. The establishment must maintain daily records sufficient to document the implementation and monitoring of the sanitation SOPs and any corrective action taken. FSIS verifies that regulated establishments adhere to the procedures in place. The same sanitary procedures that establishments are already following to protect food safety will also help prevent the spread of respiratory illness like COVID-19. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, has published a list of disinfectants that have qualified under EPA's Emerging Viral Pathogen Program for use against SARS-CoV-2, the coronavirus that causes COVID-19. My bad. Give me a second.
Were you on the requesting requiring or the county?
I don't know what kind of call they're getting. Okay. Maybe they wanted me to click on the list.
You ain't clicking no hot links.
You know what? Let me click on this list real quick.
You ain't got to click on you. You know what?
If
them dogs are quiet after you click on that list, I'm going on mute forever.
They're quiet. I'm not joking. Do you hear them?
Nope, you ran out the house. You click the link outside the door. I know you. No, they're quiet though. That's messed up. Go ahead and read it. The dog set me up.
It says list in disinfectants for use against SARS-CoV-2. All products on this list meet EPA's criteria for use against SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19. Finding a product. To find a product, enter the first two sets of its EPA registration number into the search bar below. You can find this number by looking for the EPA's registration number on the product label. For example, if EPA registration number is 12345-12 is on list N, you can buy EPA regulated number, registration number 12345-12-2567 and know you're getting an equivalent product. Search by EPA registration number using other products. If you can't find a product on this list to use against SARS-CoV-2, look at a different product's label to confirm it has a EPA registration. Okay, registration, not regulated. It has an EPA registration number and that human coronavirus is listed as a target pathogen. Follow the label. When using a EPA registered disinfectant, follow the label directions for safe, effective use. Make sure to follow the contact time, which is the amount of time the surface should be visibly wet, listed in the table below. These products are for use on surfaces, not humans. Additional resources. Still have questions? See our facts, answers, and questions about this list. My company has a product it would like to include on this list. Note, inclusions on this list does not constitute an endorsement by the EPA. Additional disinfectants may meet the criteria for use against SARS-CoV-2. EPA will update this list with additional products as needed. List in products and emerging viral pathogens and human coronaviruses claims for use against SARS-CoV-2. Okay, it has the EPA registration number, active ingredient, product name, Okay, product name, Vesticide SQ64 ready to use disinfectant. This is for feline calicivirus, glycolic acid. This is the product name is glycerin hard surface cleaner. That's for the rhinovirus, quaternary ammonia. Okay, so the name of the product is KIK antibacterial multi-purpose cleaner, which is rhinovirus. Product name Kickstart avian reovirus. Fantastic all-purpose cleaner, rhinovirus. Galaxy canine parvovirus, rhinovirus. Product name CSP 46.
You're about to have the whole audience looking at the disinfectants in their house completely different now.
Might as well. My nose was itching from reading off of CDC's website. Nugent RN disinfectant wipes, norovirus. Nugent 2M disinfectant wipes, rotavirus. Paradox is the name, norovirus, rhinovirus. Vortex, reovirus. Octave SS, FS, feline calcivirus. Gertrude is the name, rotavirus. Product name Show, SHOW, rhinovirus. Product name Soft Scrub with Bleach, rhinovirus. Product name Axin 30. Adenovirus. Product name LPH, I think that's IIISE. Phenolic disinfectant, adenovirus. Dang, some of these are at Dollar Tree. Atmosphere is the product name, norovirus. Hasa bleach, 6% rhinovirus. 2.2% sodium hypochlorite solution. Rhinovirus anahilite. 1. Rhinovirus volcano. Rhinovirus ready to use thymol. Feline calicivirus. Sporicidine. Brand disinfectant solution spray. Norovirus and performicide. Poliovirus. Hold on. Okay, you know what?
So made the disinfectant what they made to for particular viruses.
Yeah, hydrogen peroxide, quaternary ammonia.
To get on this list, your product was designed to be a disinfectant for a particular virus, right?
Correct.
So by the time these things hit the market, how many years did they know it existed?
Well, I'm looking at some of this stuff right now. It's been out since before I was born, because some of this stuff I'm looking at, I remember seeing it when I was younger. So I did not know hydrogen peroxide. Yo. And I always wondered if you spilled peroxide on something,
it'll bleach it. Think about it. They use peroxide to bleach hair.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
There are, what is it? Baking soda.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it is, if you go to this list, there are 410 entries. So there are 410 products that will tell you what it's used for. I mean, 410 products that will tell you, yeah, what it disinfects. Yeah. Moving on. Is FSIS requesting requiring their employees to report if they have been to a level 3 country, level 1 or 2. FSIS employees will be following the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and State Department's recommendation for travel. Can a country health department or state government shut down an FSIS regulated establishment? Yes, and FSIS will follow state and local health departments' decisions. Is FSIS prepared to handle an increased rate of absenteeism of food inspectors due to COVID-19? Safeguarding ensuring the U.S. supply chain remains strong is our top priority. Our food line supervisors and district managers are working closely with state and local health authorities to handle situations as they arise. FSIS is prepared to be operationally nimble and to use all administrative means and flexibilities available to protect the health and safety of employees based on local public health recommendations. Planning for absenteeism is a part of normal FSIS operations. FSIS has a plan and authority to address staffing considerations and is prepared to act accordingly. Is FSIS encouraging inspectors to stay home if they exhibit flu-like symptoms? FSIS also encourages employees who are sick to stay home. Employees exhibiting symptoms are also encouraged to follow recommendations from local, state, and federal public health regarding reporting of illness, consulting with healthcare providers, and self-quarantine as necessary. How do I maintain social distancing in my food production, processing facility, and food retail establishment where employees typically work within close distances? To prevent spread of COVID-19, CDC is recommending individuals employ social distancing or maintaining approximately 6 feet from others when possible. In food production processing facilities and retail food establishments, an evaluation should be made to identify and implement operational changes that increase employee separation. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and the Department of Labor, DOL, have issued guidance specific to meat and poultry processing industry in order to facilitate ongoing operations and support the food supply, while also mitigating the risk of spreading COVID-19. The risk of an employee's transmitting COVID-19 to another is dependent on distance between employees, the duration of the exposure, and the effectiveness of employee hygiene practices and sanitation. USDA strongly recommends establishments utilize the recommendations highlighted in the guidance document where practical, recognizing that how they are implemented may differ given the unique circumstances of establishment and processing facilities nationwide. These guidelines were developed recognizing that these establishments and their operations are critical. PDF. To the security of the nation's food supply, steps to prevent the spread of COVID-19 should remain in place throughout the pandemic, and to the extent that companies must reduce or alter capacity, split shifts, or add additional processing days to implement the CDC and DOL's recommendation. FSIS remains committed to ensuring that food safety regulations are met. A worker in my food production processing facility, farm, has tested positive for COVID-19. What do I do to continue operations while protecting my other employees? The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and the Department of Labor, DOL, have issued guidance specific to the meat and poultry processing industry in order to facilitate ongoing operations and support food supply, while also mitigating the risk of spreading COVID-19. USDA strongly recommends establishments utilize the recommendation highlighted in the guidance document where practical, recognizing that how they are implemented given may differ given the unique circumstances of establishments and processing facilities nationwide. In the event of a closure, establishments should work with the state departments of agriculture and state and local health authorities in coordination with CDC to utilize the guidance and develop a plan to safely resume operations as soon as possible. These guidelines were developed recognizing that these establishments and their operations are critical to the security of the nation's food supply. Steps to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 should remain in place throughout the pandemic, and to the extent that companies must reduce or alter capacity, split shifts, or add additional processing days to implement the CDC and DOL's recommendation. FSIS remains committed to ensuring that food safety regulations are met. Should employees in food production setting wear should employees in food production settings wear face coverings to prevent exposure to COVID-19. On Friday, April 3rd, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, released an updated recommendation on the use of cloth face coverings to help slow the spread of COVID-19. CDC is recommending the voluntary use of cloth face coverings in public settings where other social distancing measures are difficult to maintain, especially in areas of significant community-based transmission. Per the CDC, the purpose of wearing a face covering is to help prevent the transmission of coronavirus from individuals who may be infected but are not showing symptoms. More information on the use of face coverings in meat and poultry establishments can be found in the CDC and Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, interim guidance for meat and poultry processing. Workers and employees issued April 26, 2020. Additional information on how to make and wear cloth face coverings is available on the CDC's website. CDC recommends that face coverings should fit snugly but comfortably against the side of the face, be secured with ties or earlobes, include multiple layers of fabric, allow for breathing without restriction, be able to be laundered and machine dried without damage or change to shape. Note: the cloth face coverings recommended by CDC are not surgical masks or N95 respirators. Those are critical supplies that must continue to be reserved for healthcare workers and other medical first responders, as recommended by current CDC guidance. You know, that's interesting. The corner stores and bodegas around here are selling packs of medical face masks, you know, the ones you get in the hospital. Like, it's like 100 and something for $7. Like, these are at the registers now at stores around here.
I seen a commercial for them selling them online now.
Yeah, I just find it interesting. Like, this is, you can go to the corner store, you can go to the gas station, go to the grocery stores, you can go to these different places there. You know how they have the stuff that's right at the register, like, you know, little side items or little knickknacks or whatnot. They have packs of those right at your checkout. All right. When I bring my groceries home, how should I handle them safely during this coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic? There is no evidence of food packaging being associated with the transmission of COVID-19. However, if you wish, you can wipe down product packaging and allow it to air dry as an extra precaution. According to the U.S. Food Administration, FDA, you can also clean and sanitize your kitchen counters using a commercially available disinfectant product, or make your own sanitizing solution with 5 tablespoons, 1/3 cup unscented liquid chlorine bleach to 1 gallon of water. or 4 teaspoons of bleach per quarter of water. Do not use the solution or other disinfecting products on food. Interesting. It is important to follow food safety practices when handling groceries to prevent foodborne illness. Unpack groceries as soon as you get home. Refrigerate or freeze meat, poultry, eggs, seafood, and other perishables, like berries, lettuce, herbs, and mushrooms, within 2 hours of purchasing. Before eating, rinse fresh fruits and vegetables under running tap water, including those with skins and rinds that are not eaten. Scrub firm produce with a clean produce brush. Canned goods. Oh, for canned goods, remember to clean lids before opening. I was about to say food. Okay. Always keep in mind the basic 4 safety steps when preparing food: clean, separate, cook, and chill.
I got a request.
Can
you read that one more time about the canned goods?
Oh, yeah.
In case people are skipping that step when they're going in the kitchen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for canned goods, remember to clean lids before opening. Like that little crease where the top of the lid and that little lip meets, things spill all the time.
The whole lid. I mean,
yeah.
It was sitting on another lid that was on something else that was on another lid that was, man, you better clean that stuff from the stove.
Yeah.
From the warehouse.
Yeah. I mean, even if you don't see anything spilled on there, there's dust, you know. And I'm saying dust because that's the word, but that dust could be anything. It could be dirt. It could be wood. It could be
pollen.
Skin. It could be anything.
It could be fur.
Yes, it could be fur because fur eventually breaks down. It looks like dust. Just saying. Thank you, double cousin. My nose is itching. I feel like Bewitched right now.
I was about to say, is that Bewitched?
Yep. That boy had bad.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm just listening to y'all read this stuff.
Man.
Peace to the chat.
And I this is what I'll say. Okay. A lot of what they're saying in food handling, if you pull up a Serve Safe guidebook or Serve Safe book from your state, you'll see that all this lines up. All the food safety, the 4 steps that they're talking about: clean, separate, cook, and chill. What you learn in what you learn to be Serve Safe certified in food safety can be implemented in your homes. Yes, it's implemented for restaurants as a guide to, a guide how. But if you pull up your state's food safety Serve Safe requirements, it all falls under that. So keep hot things hot, cold things cold, separate, your poultry from your fish, your beefs from your chickens, and all those things. And then when it comes to vegetables, same process. So, I mean, just to kind of throw in a extra
so basically
added.
What you're saying is this information we went over this rising is still beneficial towards having an urban garden.
Correct.
And small businesses, because you would need to know this anyway.
Correct. And getting into, especially with all the hot links, shout out to A2, shout out to you, Bones. With when you're dealing with when you're dealing in agribusiness and you're dealing in agriculture, and I appreciate previously of being in the food industry, but understanding that you're going to want to be Serve Safe certified, food safety Serve Safe certified, because again, Serve Safe being under food safety, Serve Safe certified doesn't just cover when you're working inside of a restaurant. The things that they go over, even how you store something, how high is it off the ground, what items are you using, if you're using produce, where do you store it, how do you store it, the climate of the produce, if you're storing meats, poultry, fish and stuff like that, how do you store it, how high do you store it, if you're storing it in a container, what kind of container, if you're storing it in plastic bags or Ziploc bags, how you store it, food safety, being Serve Safe certified or getting that certificate, um, it covers an array of things. It doesn't just cover in a restaurant. Just saying. And it falls under agriculture. It falls under agribusiness. So yeah, long answer short, yes. For more information on handling safe on safe handling of groceries, visit the FDA's website here, www.fda.gov/food/food safety during emergencies /shopping food during COVID-19 pandemic -information -consumers. How can I protect myself from coronavirus COVID-19 if I have groceries or food delivered? According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, there are simple steps you can take to protect yourself from COVID-19 when you have groceries or food delivered. First, limit in-person contact if possible. Pay online or on the phone when you order if possible. Accept deliveries without in-person contact whenever possible. Ask for deliveries to be left in a safe spot outside your house, such as your front porch or lobby, with no person-to-person interaction. Otherwise, stay at least 6 feet away from the delivery person. After receiving your delivery, wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds. Sing the happy birthday song. If soap and water are not available, use a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. For more information on how to protect yourself from COVID-19 during food deliveries, visit CDC's web page for advice on essential errands. www.cdc.gov/coronavirus/2019-ncov/daily-life-coping/essential-goods. Okay, hot link. It's there. Our meat, poultry, and processed egg products inspection services and the issuance of export documentation being discontinued by the coronavirus disease COVID-19 outbreak. No. Meat, poultry, and processed egg inspection services, including export certification services, continue as normal. Planning for absenteeism is a part of normal FSIS operations, and as such, FSIS is closely monitoring and tracking employee absenteeism to plan for and minimize impacts. Give me a second.
I'm going to shout out to the chat while she's taking a second. Peace, Grand Rising to Liz Robinson again. I think I went up high enough for that. Copper Color Ancestor again. David Corey. James Flames, Doodoo Vision 2. I'll read some of them comments. I have not been in the chat. Celestine Wilson, Grand Rising. Celestine, Wild Indian Roots, Grand Rising. Peace, Lachey, Two Witnesses, Grand Rising. Copper Indio again. Mike Easton, Don't Come to DC. Carrie Bay, David Corey, Macadon 1, Mr. TJ, Peace, Grand Rising. Michael Brown, Harris Cheek, Grand Rising. Oh, I ain't even got it on the live chat. My bad. Hold on. Oh, no, we good. Grand Rising, everybody. Run through it one more time. I think I got everybody. Peace to the silent majority. It's not in the chat right now. Peace to y'all listening. Pamela Hall's not here, but Grand Rising in peace. Happy belated Mother's Day, Pamela Hall. Don't you remember where she left off at? I lost my place. Actually, I'm where we at. Our meat, poultry, and processed egg products inspection services, and other issuance of export documentation being discontinued by the coronavirus disease COVID-19 outbreak. No. Meat, poultry, and processed egg inspection services, including export certification services, continue as normal. Planning for absenteeism is part of normal FSIS operations, and as such, FSIS is closely monitoring and tracking employee absenteeism to plan for and minimize impacts to operations. FSIS is working to prioritize inspection and establishments based on local conditions and resources available.
All right, I'm back. My bad.
Nope.
Thank you.
Our food products produced in the United States and exported are risk for the man. I messed it up. I'm messing with you, trying to read the question fast. You can read it.
You just gonna give up like that?
Nope. Our food products produced in the United States and exported are risk for the spread of COVID-19. No. There is no evidence to suggest that food produced in the United States can transmit COVID-19. Additionally, currently, there is no evidence of food or food packaging being associated with the transmission of COVID-19. That answers that.
This could be the last, the next one will be the last question.
Okay.
Close out this one.
Want to see, because I want to get into the Food Forest Service tomorrow. Want to see what the FDA is doing? What? Yes, I do. I definitely want to see what they're doing. The FDA also has a list of frequently asked questions, such as hotlink. Is the U.S. food supply safe? Will there be food shortages? What measures are FDA and CDC, state partners, etc., taking to ensure that we remain able to address foodborne illness outbreaks during the COVID-19 pandemic? See more on Hotlink FDA's frequently asked questions web page.
You said Seymour, feed me.
I
said, you said Seymour, I said, feed me.
No, you said, feed me.
I mean, thoughts on the information covered so far this rising?
Yeah, you got questions, they got answers. You got answers, they got the questions. And hot links. Doesn't stop anything. It doesn't stop anything. Like, things may be being implemented differently, structured differently, a little bit differently than, what we're used to. But it doesn't stop anything. It doesn't stop. And again, I'm all for the agriculture side and understanding how much falls under agriculture, but it's still not stopping anything. We can still implement what we need to, and even the fact that they have guidelines or protocols that you can implement in dealing with farming in agriculture to minimize contact, and you can still, get creative with, okay, well, we're doing it like this, maybe we just have it like 10 people or do it however. It's still nothing stopping.
And it also shows again what can be accomplished when you know what departments to go to get particular things done. That's the one thing I've seen from all the hot links on the list today. that if you have issues in these particular fields, these are the departments that you need to be dealing with. And if you're not, you can't expect to be too successful. Wrong department for your field.
Man.
Wonder why they're looking at you crazy.
That's what I'm saying. How long are people complaining and going to meetings and doing stuff like that, and not getting anything done and thinking that it's the system working against them? Or they're going straight to the top instead of to exactly where they need to go to for their specific complaints or protections that they might need or things like that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a nice little list of frequently asked questions, and it ain't even over. I'm just saying. Bones, can you drop that link in the chat one more time, just so anybody wants to, just in case anybody wants to read ahead or continue or go back. It's also going to be on the forum later on, if it's not already there.
All right, back in the chat.
I have to go back and read some of these comments real quick.
You whack.
What?
You whack.
Why am I whack? I'm laughing at comments. My bad. Yeah. Nah, I just stopped talking. What happened?
No, when you laugh, when you giggled. Snickered.
Sniggling and giggling.
Yeah.
No, David Corey, I just told him, I'm making lemonade. Well, all mine, lemonade.
He said he's making lemonade.
Yeah. He said, no home remedies with my lemons. It's all lemonade.
For locusts, I don't even want to prepare that. I don't even want to, man.
James says, shout out to everyone here, even those listening via Hateration Radio. Oh man. David, I don't even want to read that. That don't even make sense. Oh man. Shout out to David Corey.
Dropping candy and
candy. Yeah, you read that too.
5 second rule.
You just read it as soon as I read it too.
Yeah. He used to eat a sandwich in the garden.
Oh man. How can we protect our gardens, terraces from locusts, the hornets, and oh man. Ooh, I would say a mosquito net. That's the only thing I can think of for insects is a mosquito net, and you might have to drape an awning or drape a.
David Curry says boil. Yeah, he says boil 2 cups. He says for locusts, boil 2 cups of garlic with 10 cups of water. Let it dry. Let
it dry overnight.
Let it dry overnight.
Or drip overnight, yeah. So.
No, I was asking because I was like, we live, so I can't. My remedy, I can't say.
Oh yeah.
He had to confirm that we like, yeah, okay. Y'all know that I know that we know that y'all know we live.
Cause I got one rule.
It has something to do with flames.
Burn it.
And it's not James. Is that a leaf blower? Nope. It's a flamethrower.
Yeah, I had a thought. Me and the fire department gonna have to have a conversation.
They know. Man.
He started it up. You know how the birds always fly and the animals run the other way. They always know where to go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am gonna get a George Jefferson. That's how quick I'm gonna walk. That walk before you run, yeah. Bumblebees are nice to me. I talk to bumblebees. It's them watching them hornets that be coming at me like, flying in my face like, you see me, what you out here for?
Look, he ain't talking about the walk. He talking about the hair.
Oh, please, I don't want that.
He talking
about the cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Oh, no. I want that. I don't want that.
Look,
I do not want that.
So you got bit by a strange insect and you think you
I thought it was a mosquito, but I don't know.
A mosquito. You got bit by
I've been watching it closely. I have been. I've been watching it closely. I didn't even think, like, that's bone where my forehead is. Why would a mosquito want to bite right there?
What are you talking about? It's skin, and there's blood under that skin.
Yeah, but usually they go for your arms or your legs. Like, that's just
they don't know
really
what you
bone.
are, man. They don't know what you are.
Yeah, last I remember, I don't think they got a preference. They just...
Flesh is the preference. Something with
flesh. But I would think there's not really much blood there because it's mainly skin and bone.
Look, listen. There's blood under your skin. They don't want the blood. They're not.
Yeah, but who gets shots in their forehead?
You know what?
The needles won't go there. They go in your arm.
You know what?
You do. Apparently. They don't have an anatomy class.
Like Ethan statement in the chat. That's between y'all two.
Nope, I didn't read that either. That's on look because I got called. Remember when I was the snail person?
See you playing games. You know.
Don't read it.
Nope. I already read it. I'm good.
You read it.
Bone said, "Don't look." I looked, and then I read it.
That's on you, baby.
Nope. I'm gonna just eat leaves. You can. I'll watch you eat them, but I'm gonna eat leaves.
Like leaves, Gabrielle.
Oh my gosh! Stop playing. Oh.
All right, I don't
want to talk to you no more.
All these doors is wide open. You walk right into them.
See, that ain't even funny. Mud pot. Mm-mm. 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 Nope. I don't. Nope.
For the whole new pick on chocolate chip mint, mint chocolate chip, huh?
Oh man! Look, y'all getting into a little FDA zone, because they allow a certain amount of insect carcass in your food.
Yeah, you learn that too. I mean,
look it up.
Going through. Die. Yes, you also learn doing food safety, serve safe. You also learn the percentages that are allowed in seafood market production. In the catching, you learn what's allowed, the percentages that is allowed in meat market. I
got a question.
Listen,
did I make that decision or they make that decision?
No, we vote. We put the people to represent us to make decisions.
Right.
And I guarantee
so we voting to be fed insects.
Listen, I guarantee you, if everybody in the sound of our voices just take a week of going through there on what's legally allowable, I guarantee after you get finished, you will want to participate. I promise you.
I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna rethink ground anything.
Yeah, so ground exactly. Ground what? You said a coffee grinder. What is in this coffee bean?
Yep, you're gonna rethink ground turkey, ground beef, ground chicken, ground.
What I said, how you like flour? If mine didn't come in the bag as wheat, I don't want it.
Exactly.
I'm trying to tell you. Yes, ground anything. Ground wheat, ground flour, ground almond, ground. Man, look.
You better grind your
You
own.
know they tell you before and after because they tested after, and they tell you the percentage. No, they tell you the percentage. You'll rethink that ground flour when you put it on your chicken.
Put it like this.
Yo, what are these black flecks in this?
What is it? Four rodent hairs per ounce.
See,
You'll
we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do an evening show.
You're gonna rethink them brown and black specks on the edge of your rice.
Right. 100. What is it? 100 insect parts per cup. Yeah.
We're gonna have
my
a pickup a day for everybody that's just gonna volunteer to fast. Because if we start talking about
how we gonna do that in the evening? Ain't nobody gonna eat.
In the evening, we got to do it after dinner. Look, we're gonna have to do it after dinner.
How we gonna do it after dinner? Everybody gonna be sick.
You can do if you do it before. Ain't nobody eating. If you do it before, in the rising, nobody's gonna eat anything. And if you do it after dinner, everybody's gonna be sick.
I'm gonna just say this. Not only do you learn the percentages that's allowable, you'll also learn that some of those insects aren't even part of the percentage. So if they are in there, it don't count. Oh, that's different.
Oh, like boll weevils. Yeah, they don't count.
It don't count.
Mike told me he got stung by a wasp on his foot. Mike, it's still chilly in the DMV. You better put them feet away. That's why you got stung. It's like, hold up, you ain't even supposed to be over here right now. You went outside unless you was trying to connect with nature. A foot. He said a little. He got stung on his foot. And don't talk about feet around David Corey because he'll go in on you. Shout out to Pete Parker. Happy Mother's Day to people. Happy belated Mother's Day to Pete Parker too. We forgot about you, wherever you at. But yeah.
Yeah.
Man, look. Somebody holding up the summertime on the East Coast. That's all I gotta say. It's May. It's May, and I'm about to put all these long sleeves on and go mow this lawn real quick.
I have not had a need to cut my grass since the first time I cut my grass some weeks ago.
Yeah, it's not, and it ain't even, my grass ain't even long. It's just what is it?
Yeah, I'm used to like, oh, okay, it looks like Jungle Kingdom out there, but nope.
Right?
Nope.
Yeah, it should be wild long grass right now. It's not. This stuff is still dormant. Like, hold up.
Yep. Because after you cut it the first time, after that first heat, that's it. You shouldn't have cut it the first time.
You should have never did. That's why you're looking at me.
You should have just laid me down. Put something on me. Just laid me down. You want to cut stuff.
You should have backed up and just minded your business. That's all. Just back up, minded your business.
And calm me down. Throw some water on me, lay me down.
Said, stop giving up all the secrets. Yeah, real. Giving up the game. But yeah, those are those frequently asked questions, though. I'm just saying. Is anybody tired of help? I'm tired of help. I'm tired of questions getting answered.
Oh, I'm not.
All my questions was rhetorical. What you answering them for?
I got a new tick that I got to look out for.
I know, right? Let's see you on the hunt for a tick in their house outside.
Yeah, what was that? A spotted?
She in the bushes with the camera on. No, because what is this?
And you know what? You know what's crazy? I forget every time. This double cousin, I usually Google things that I don't know.
And one of as soon as you get real close, one of us gonna do it.
Exactly. Hit the microphone real quick.
Don't do that because you know what? I
then get mad when we do it. Like you did not know that me and him was on call before you put it on camera.
Like, I think you said somebody's name before you even did that. Like you knew who you was. What?
Yeah, you knew he was talking to. Why you playing? No, that's what Double Cousin did to me with that frog. He's like, get closer. I'm literally like 2 leaves away from this frog.
2 leaves away. That's your measurement.
2 leaves away from this frog.
How you put leaves in a unit of measurement now? Okay, I'm gonna have to use that.
Look at like I want to jump.
Look, yeah, a frog looking like it want to jump. Yeah.
Right, and then the eyeballs moved and looked at me. He said, I can't see it, man. Look, I need help. The eyeball, he and moved one eyeball to look at me like I ain't got too close.
Not a chameleon. You was just on the side with the eyeballs. It's on each side.
No, its eyeball looked at me.
Oh man,
that eyeball gave me that cross-eye. What you doing? I ain't messing with
everything you've ever asked me about, I have Googled it within 10 seconds.
And I appreciate you helping me.
Look, and I told you I Googled it. You asked me like I'm Dr. Doolittle. I don't know every animal. I can't hear what they're saying, like other than get back. Why you in my house and recording me and filming and screaming in my crib? That's what the animals and insects are saying to you. Walking up on me with this. What is this? What is
That's
this?
Okay. I love you for it, Double Cousin. Because for real, I wouldn't even remember Google if it wasn't for you. I really would.
You just relapse or something.
I relapse every day.
You forget everything. Don't know what you forgot what a cell phone is. Like, what is this?
Yes, I relapse on Google every day. You know,
it's a cell phone,
usually what I do is Google it, but since you keep asking and showing me, I'm gonna go ahead and Google it for you.
It's a black bird with red wings. It's a red winged blackbird, Gabrielle. It's on Google. That's what Google said. I'm sharing my screen. Is this it? Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's what I saw. Well, you know, Google says. Oh yeah, I forgot I could Google.
That's some of what y'all gonna get if you join the Zoom call. If you need help, I'm probably just gonna Google it for you.
Yeah.
If you need that kind of help, the Gabrielle type of help.
Suggesting that you log up on to identify what it is.
Yeah, please don't. If it's something that can jump back or jump at you or look at you like it has an attitude, then you probably don't want to film it up close. Just describe it, type it in Google, it'll show up.
That's why, you know what? That's why I turned the video on so y'all can see. So if one of the frogs or
attacked you,
one of these insects or something attack me, you know.
Then we'd be a witness to that when you're the defendant and they're the plaintiff. Because you in their house. Because okay, you're filming the attack. You set yourself up.
That was the reptile that did it.
Just made us accessories. You know?
Exactly. Like, nope. Yeah, I'm on. He's like, why are you speaking for the plaintiff? Because she was in the plaintiff's house. I'm sorry. I saw her. It was a bush. I didn't think she had a tree in her house. I thought she was outside, and she was. She was messing with the frog. I'm sorry. I can't lie, Gabrielle. I can't lie. What is it?
And you know what's crazy? What I thought about with that white frog, I was like, dang, if it is an endangered species and I'm messing with it, I wonder with all this stuff that I'm putting around, because you know how you can plant like catnip and different herbs and different things to evade mosquitoes
frogs and in the yard, killing frogs.
Yeah, I was like, man, I don't want to report this because what if I'm doing stuff that makes it go away? I don't want to get in trouble. All the way from Australia.
I'm still trying to think how we were supposed to do this defense case.
I know, right?
What happened, sir? The frog.
It was a crime against nature.
She walked up on the frog and it jumped.
It jumped. You're gonna bang the gavel as soon as you said she walked up on the frog and it wasn't in her house.
What's that one thing called? It was a crime of passion against nature. It was an instant emotional reaction.
You know what? You're gonna be.
See, that's why my philosophy. And I ain't gonna make it that far.
Well, in my defense, I am clearing out a bunch of stuff. I'm cutting limbs, and so maybe.
Listen, my method clear out a whole bunch of stuff too.
I'm catching up.
Method is scorched earth.
I'm catching up. Cause yeah, them limbs should have been cut. Them limbs should have been trimmed. Carrie.
No, now you're blaming the trees, or you blaming yourself for not cutting them. Oh, you gotta speak
I
up,
just
Carrie.
don't understand. Like that frog, the day before, I was trimming the limbs that didn't have any pears, or plums, and different fruits. It wasn't bearing any, so I cut the limbs. Like, okay, I'm gonna open up the space down here so that the tree isn't growing wild. That frog wasn't there because I tied even the limbs that had.
Hold on, was this the day before you said you did this?
Yes, the day before I did this.
But then
there
when you
was
came back,
nothing
you
on
said
these
the
tree
frog was
limbs.
there.
There was no frog there.
I think you said this before, and I'm trying to figure out when is an animal supposed to move?
He got mad.
And I would have got mad too.
I don't understand from where, because it
from
jumped
where?
on the
It's
limb.
Outside.
I know, and that's the thing. I need them to start announcing.
Are you monitoring? Are you monitoring like 24/7 or something? Like, because you realize when you go in the house to go to sleep, that animals can still do stuff outside, right? Even when you outside. I know,
that's the scary part.
You see, you know what?
Have you ever walked into like a
Gabrielle need a
spider
greenhouse,
web?
Bones. She need a greenhouse. She needs an indoor facility. She is no longer working outside. She's gonna be doing the vertical gardening with LEDs. She's not.
Listen, my sister, come over to the flame. Just come over to the flame.
The flames are low.
Come over to the flame.
I'm tell you, I'm gonna have to.
On both of y'all.
They ain't gonna speak my language in the chat. He in the chat speaking my language.
Yep. Yeah. I'm on speed dial. Got it all covered. You look. See.
Gary had to get off. He don't want to be an accessory to the.
Look, he said it. Look, he just thought about it. He's like, man, nah, I got class. Man, I gotta go to work, man. I can't be stuck up in no trial with a frog and Gabrielle. She outside messing with these people.
You know what I just thought about? I did see a red frog right before that. I wonder, can they do? I don't know what that means. I'll figure it out.
Nope, I ain't getting into that with you.
Okay.
You don't even like them. You all up in their business.
I don't dislike them.
Nope,
don't
yeah,
give me,
you do.
No,
you
don't put that on me.
I
don't scream at them. I just
Symbiotic
emotionally react.
Yeah, okay. All right, Carla Thomas. Hey, I'm sorry. That was one of the best R&B albums of our times. I knew you win. Mic check. Are we live? Are we closing this show out?
Oh wait, we live.
You know what? Tomorrow.
We got 8 minutes. Gabrielle, we got 8 minutes. I know you got.
Okay. I'm salivation.
It's gonna be the afternoon show.
Salivations. Peace to the panel, peace to the chat, peace to the silent majority. Continue doing your genealogy. Continue on your genealogical journey. Know who you are so that no one can tell you who you are. Yesterday, per Woodrow Wilson, the president, in 1911, selected that day to be Mother's Day. And taking an understanding and knowing that your mothers, we all came here from our mothers and fathers. So, again, know who you are so that no one can tell you who you are. Pass it along to your children, pass it along to your friends, your family, your neighbors, so they can know who they are, so no one can tell them who they are. Continue to do your genealogy. Census Day was April 1st. Tying that to genealogy, pulling census records is one of several ways that we pull information and records dealing with our family tree, our genealogy. So, do the census, not just because it's required by law, but to make yourself count so that you can count. And also, 70 years from now, 150 years from now, who will be pulling census records to find you? Doing the census is one of many ways we get our voice out there. That is participation. Again, making yourself count so that you can count. You've got the decennial tenure census. You've got the ACS census, which is done every month and every year, period, alongside the decennial census. Then you've got the agriculture census. Okay, so you got to also think some of the records that are pulled in genealogy, it's an agriculture census that you're pulling. It's still a census, but it's an agriculture census. So again, census records. Do the census. Again, not just because it's required by law, but because make yourself count so that you can count. Makes a difference. It affects fundings and programs. With that being said, peace to the panel, peace to the chat, peace to the silent majority. Shout out to you, Double Cousin, for these wise words. Appreciate you.
I'm on the frog side.
Shut up.
Live it.
That's not funny. That was horrible. I had a moment. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Oh my goodness, I'm done. Okay. Know that you don't know. That is superior. Knowledge will give you power. Character will give you respect. Good character will give you respect. The beginning of knowledge is the discovery of something we do not understand. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks or he or she thinks they already know. Great knowledge is universal. Small knowledge is limited. Great words are inspiring. Small words are chatter. To obtain knowledge, add things every day. To obtain wisdom, remove things every day. And lastly, the best thing a human being can do is to help another human being, another man or woman, know more. Peace to the panel, peace to the chat, peace to the silent majority.
Alrighty. What you got for no sellout?
Nothing. Questions, comments, concerns, and or corrections or anything, you can contact us at atomicnessassembly@gmail.com. If you want to be heard, you can hit the Zoom link or dial in. The number's right on the screen, 92920560099, ID number 449-421-9445. Pound. Yeah, we can be contacted. What is that? What's that down there? Tuesday's live stream? Oh man, we got a future. All right. Okay. I didn't even notice that. Shout out to Bones. Putting stuff on the screen. I didn't see it. Did you see that, Gabrielle? I didn't see that. I know the chat's because they're in the chat.
I saw that.
Well, keep it to yourself then. All right. Whatever.
Fine then. No, you didn't hear me when I said that's tight. I saw that, and then it was the thing with the cab and the smoke coming. I was like, oh, that's tight.
My bad. I might have.
All the new transitions was using them doing a live stream today.
You breaking up a little bit. I did peep the.
David Carr, is it bad?
Go ahead, Bones. My bad. What you say?
No, just testing the transitions during today's show. What you got for Copy and DO?
Here we go, yo. Oh yeah, we're Bones. Are we here all day? We here all day. Per the usual.
The usual.
So, Celestine Wilson, peace to you as well. I'm saying that word wrong. I mean that name wrong. Celestine. Is that James?
Yeah, that's what James.
Oh, Widow Copper. Okay. Right.
Hey, sorry, I'm in and out, so I apologize in advance. But this pandemic stuff that we've been talking about, that's been going around in the news and everything, so often in the last couple months, is legitimately a problem for a lot of people. But as with any problem, as with any collapse, as with any catastrophe or disaster or whatever you want to call this thing based on your perspective, there's always a way to thrive. There's always a way to recover, and to not only recover but to go on and be productive whenever there's things like this going on. So don't despair in all the horrible things that you see in the news, or how sobering a lot of the news can be, not only on the TV, but as we go through some of the provisions that are here. But we should see in all of this a means to again thrive, and to not only go forward into what's going on, but actually to use this opportunity to reconnect to what our ancestors were doing. As we've said before, agriculture is our way. That is our culture, is agriculture. And the things we have here are made to empower us. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that the people that know who we are in the government are trying to nudge us back to the land. And again, this is just a theory. This is nothing that's been proven, but looking at what's going on, I think this is part of what saves our society, because it is herded into the cities. It is embraced artifice and consumerism, and I think now is the time to pull back from that. Everybody talks about the end, and you hear a lot of people around here, especially on YouTube, talking about the end and the distinction level events and all of this other stuff that's going to destroy everybody and everything. But we're still here. We're still here beyond all sorts of calamities that have happened, and we will still be here. And some of the provisions that we've seen here, some of the things we talked about, are the way that are the things at least we should use as tools and as warnings in some cases to remain here, to feed ourselves, and to continue on when governments come and go. And I'm not saying this government is in danger of going anywhere, but I'm just saying that you've got failed states like Venezuela. You have economic turmoil in other places like in the EU and parts of Asia. These things happen, but the people will still be here. So take some solace in and some hope in the things we've outlined and the things that are possible with these programs. Because, like I said, it's yet to be proven, but it looks like, just reading the climate, this is where we're going. And our way forward is the way of our ancestors. So I'll stop running my mouth and I'll yield the mic. Thank you all.
Alrighty. What you got for him, Brother James?
Kind of add on to what Brother Copper was doing. Like I say, greetings one and all to the panel, to the chat as well. I've been listening in and have the opportunity to actually call in till now. Sister Pamela Hall Pass, I got you. Copper Color and Sister, I got you too. So want to put it out there and say this. What Brother Copper said about this pandemic. So stay away from pots and pans. Peter Pan, because he didn't want to grow up. And any of that, protect yourself. Because I want to know again, who wasn't washing their hands before this? Who wasn't washing their fruits and vegetables, their produce before this? You know who you are. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Because you saw Big Mama in there washing those greens. Don't even play like you did. Stop playing. And shout out to the ones that are always talking about doing genealogy, talking about the ancestors and what they doing, but then you do a 12-hour bill on Mother's Day. Come on, son. Do your genealogy. I'm off this cotton picking mic. I gotta go. Guado.
Woo, woo, woo. Man down. Album.
Toasty.
Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, give me a second, y'all. I heard a tree fall in my backyard. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, man.
I wasn't ready.
Man, oh, man. All right.
You know, interesting fact.
Yeah, that's on Bones. You got to follow that. I ain't doing nothing.
I just want to share an interesting fact. Did you know that you can cut a pine tree down? You can even cut the stump down of a pine tree. Those roots will always be there, and those roots will always grow. They're not going anywhere. In order to take up the roots of a pine tree, you would literally have to dig up that whole ground. Just saying. Made me think about roots.
And again, thank Gabrielle, No Sellout, Copper Indio, Carrie Bay for stopping in for a second, Brother James for always being a very important part of the panel on the show, also the active chat and the silent majority, because again, it takes all three parties coming together to make this possible. And again, it's about informing ourselves and our communities about this information and these programs and how federal, state, and local government actually work. So then when you're moving forward, you know exactly who to go to and what to take to them to get your needs addressed. You can't knock something if you have no information about it. We can't sit back and holler that we're thorough with research and don't take the time to research the things that are right in front of our face, that been around us the majority of our lives. So on that note, continue doing the work in your communities, researching on the programs that can bring about change, learning what part and what responsibility that you hold in fixing this and making it better. Continue working on your genealogy, so therefore you may know who you are and no one can tell you who you are not. And if you find your tribe and you choose to be a part of that tribe, you choose just to embrace that culture, or you choose to do nothing with it whatsoever, that's your choice. We're here to help you, not tell you who you are or what to do with it. And again, tomorrow we have a special Grand Rising live stream. It'll be Phoenix Moon sitting down with Brother Copper Indio. So don't miss it. It'll be going in more detail with the COVID-19 situation. And again, that's tomorrow's Grand Rising show. Until then, till we link up to the next live stream, remember we love you and peace.
Peace, everybody.
So that's what I missed yesterday. All right, okay. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Did somebody kick me? I think it was all of DC.
Warning, warning, warning. Hard hats, pickaxe, shovels, boots, required.